Okay. Are we there? Are we? Is everybody here? Whew. Oh man, can you guys hear me? I'm eating dinner at the same time. All right, what we got? What's up, Omega? What's up, Grant? What's up, Ruined by the Internet? What's up, Strato? What's up, Landon? What's up, Rocky? What's up, Tavon? What's up, Vitali? What's up, Hyrule? What's up, Junk? What's up, Oreo? Okay, cool. Yes, as I promised, Dead or Alive 3. It was based after three. It's the Dead or Alive 3 character select theme. As I promised, I said I was going to do a stream today, tonight, a chill stream just to catch up with you guys. Since I haven't streamed in a couple of weeks and everything like that, so I'll at least owe you guys that and everything. I just wanted to thank you guys for tuning in to the last night's stream. I think it was one of my best streams. I was able to just like share my passion and my dreams with you guys about Venus Orion Comics and the updates and the announcement of the launch campaign, which is January 2025, where everything launched. In the first comic book series, VK will officially be live and everything. So I appreciate that, and the fact is that my artist Jessica was also there, so you guys was able to actually talk with her, ask her questions and everything. It was just an overall fun stream, so I really appreciate that. But as always, I always would do this. For those of you guys who just jumped in, don't forget to let me put this up. Don't forget to check out my brothers, a t-shirt company, Strike and KOTs. As I said before, we're based in Philadelphia. We have a studio. We have our own steam press machines and everything, where we do custom designs, custom t-shirts. We don't just do t-shirts. We also do hats, mugs, nylon tote bags, tumblers, sweatpants, swimsuits, leggings for the ladies, definitely, crop tops for the ladies as well. We pretty much do it all. We're working on to start doing wall scrolls pretty soon. Once we get the machinery for that, and we start being able to do wall scrolls and everything. But yes, this is the website right here. Today's the last day for the summer sale. If you come to the website right now, you can get that discount for the summer sale that we have going on. And as I said before, we have videos to show you how we put together the t-shirts and everything, to show you that, yo, this is really, it's a lot of work that gets put into this. It's not no just you just press a button and things just happen. No, it's actually a lot of manpower and labor that we put into this, especially at the studio. Also, if you're a content creator, or you're an independent developer or independent comic book company, or whatever the case may be, or if you just want to have a gift for a friend or for yourself, we can also do a personal custom design print for you on a t-shirt or any other things that we mentioned as far as merchandise is concerned. You can just go to us, go into the chat, and my brother Keo Lancer or Strike will answer you, and you just give them the design, and they can put the design on whatever piece of merch that you want. We also do merchandise for content creators or streamers, and also businesses as well. So we also got package deals and discounts for those type of people when we put together a lot of these things. But yes, definitely check out the website. And if you live in the local area or around Philadelphia, you don't have to wait for us to ship your order. You can just drive down to the studio and meet us there, and you have a chance to meet, Mugen Lord and my brothers, and we'll give you your product, and you just go about your merry way. So however the process may work for you, you can just contact us and we'll talk and discuss it and everything. So yes, Strike and KOTs, do not forget to check them out. Also, Venus Orion Comics, I'll be opening up a store within Strike and KOTs, so I'll have my category pretty soon, because right now we're getting the merchandise and stuff ready now. So when that officially opens, I'll make a video about it, so now you'll be able to go and get some of the stuff, some of my Venus Orion Comics merch that you guys been asking about as well. So yes, definitely check them out. As what's up? Oh, what's up, hip hop? What's up, Lawrence? All right, so 1 second. I'm gonna put the links to everything in the chat. You can strike and kill tees. Also, Venus Orion Comics newsletter, which we definitely, which that's also definitely important as well. Which wrong button? Man, clicking the wrong stuff. All right, so let me go pull that up. I forgot to put that up, but I'm gonna put that up in a second. So give me a second here. So I put it up on my laptop, but didn't put it up on the main screen. So let me go to that, click that before we get into our chats and our little discussions and everything. Okay, so cool. Let's bring that up. Bam. All right. So yes, don't forget you can get onto the Venus Orion Comics newsletter as well. As I said before, subscribing to it doesn't cost you nothing at all. Just put your email address in, hit the subscribe button, and now I will have your email and everything. So when I do my newsletters, I send out a mass email to everybody who has subscribed. And I also mentioned that the perk to this is that you'll get a lot of details about Venus Orion Comics and what's coming up before it goes on to all my other social media platforms. And plus, the perk is also that I will have free wallpapers and stuff every once in a while. So if you subscribe, you know, I'll have a link to where you're able to download wallpapers or whatever other free goodies that I may have. You'll be able to download them to your desktop or your mobile device and things like that. A lot of you guys who are just subscribed, you missed the last newsletter to where I had posted the link so everybody can get access to the wallpapers. So we'll the next which is this month, the next newsletter that will go out, I will have that link again for you guys to be able to get access to the wallpapers that you missed out. And then when I do another, because it's going to most likely probably be two, it's most likely going to probably be two newsletters. So then that second newsletter within September, I'll have some new wallpapers for you guys, and then you can be able to get access to that and everything. So that's the perk to being subscribed to the newsletter. So I suggest and I urge you guys to just subscribe to the newsletter. And then of course, I said it before at the bottom, I also had links to all the other stuff, social media links for you to gain access to other Venus Orion Comics stuff on social media. So yes. So yes, man, welcome to the chill stream and everything, so I can better catch up with you guys. Let's see what we got here. You said you had awesome description of the upcoming characters. I really appreciate you guys with that, man. With just being invested and interested in my characters of Venus Orion Comics. He said Junk said missed it because of my new schedule, but I will catch up. Yeah, man. It's no big deal. You can check out all the stuff that I have that we talked about and everything in the archive stream. Grant said, dude, I went to go revisit Dead or Alive 6, and it was so much money. They still banking money out of the players. Yeah, like I said, man, like Dead or Alive, man, their catalog was like over a couple grand with all the costumes and stuff. I didn't buy any of this stuff. Yo, what's up, Cole? What's going on, bro? What's up, Jacob? I'm glad that you're excited for Venus Orion Comics, guys, especially Omega. Like you understand how that feels. How dude, I was on cloud 9 last night once I got off the stream. I was just happy to see that you guys were excited for it and were interested in the stories that I had mentioned to you guys, especially when I showed you guys phase 1 of the different comic book series that were coming out. And I love the fact is that a lot of you guys are also saying, man, like listening to this synopsis of this, I'm definitely gonna buy into this series. And then especially the Great Samaritan. It was some people who didn't know of who the Great Samaritan was, which is the character right here that I have on my poster. And after giving you the synopsis of that, they said, okay, first I wasn't I wasn't interested in the Great Samaritan. Now I am. Now that you broke everything down. So I'm glad that I did give give you guys a synopsis of all the series that's coming out in phase 1. So a lot of you guys who's like, okay, maybe I'll just stick with this series first and then see how the other. No, now you guys are saying, no, I gotta get this one now after hearing like the synopsis and what to expect from it. So I appreciate that as well. What's up, Vinzinger? What's going on? I want to ask if Mexico, Argentina. Oh, Mexico is going to definitely have a nation's avatar. I won't spoil all the nations. I'm still work. It's still in the early process of this. I'm drafting up the script and stuff. But expect a lot of nations. A lot of nations are going to have nation avatars representing their country and their government and stuff like that. And I just can't wait for you guys to be able to see their different powers. And there's gonna be a lot of conflict between certain nations, and those avatars represent those nations. So you're gonna be able to see those conflicts with those avatars as well. You're gonna see some allies, some teaming up. Even ones that are enemies end up teaming up because of some threats and stuff like that. So that's going to be it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty fun. And yes, and the inspiration for the Great Samaritan, if I mean, it should be obvious. Captain America was my inspiration and stuff like that, but it's totally different from Captain America because of the whole nation avatar, their powers, and how the government has their own nation's avatar that represent their nations and how they come together and have come together to have their agreements or their discourses and stuff like that. And like I said, we're going into my world's politics. We're gonna be going into my world's propaganda. We're gonna be talking about all. It's gonna introduce all that stuff. The Civil War that broke America up. There's gonna be all kinds of stuff going on in that. So yeah. Oh yeah. What's up, Aegis? Which fighting game series, in your opinion, has the best storyline? I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't care for fighting game storylines. Like, I mean, like if I was to pick one, it would be more the earlier on Mortal Kombat, starting with MK9. But other than that, man, I'm not really invested in fighting game storylines. Not really invested in them. Yep. He said seriously, every comic sounded like it was a must buy. Thanks, man. But Omega's asked if I played Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, I talked about this before. Yeah, I only played the first game, and that game kicked my ass. I had a hard time beating the introduction. I had a hard time beating the introduction level, and it was frustrating as fuck. And then after I beat the introduction, I played the next stage, and I had a hard time fighting this dude. He was riding a horse, and he would keep running around hitting you and shit like that. And I just gave up on that game. It's not my kind of game. Not my kind. What's up, Neo? Not my kind of game at all. You got everybody up in here. But yeah, so I didn't bother with the series, but my brother, DX Strike, he has all the Ninja Gaiden games that came out, so he's a fan of them. He plays all of them, but it wasn't for me. Yeah, I was just talking to my friend Omega Boris Code. He didn't know that the Trails in the Sky remake was a thing, and so I mentioned it to him, and I said to him that I'm gonna just wait for Trails in the Sky remake come out. That I said they just forced my hand now because I said I was gonna catch up through my backlog, but now that this remake is coming out, I might just wait for the remake, and then when that come out, I'll just want to just hop right into it from there. What's up, Kirby? What's going on? So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hop on that on the Trails in the Sky remake from there and everything. Yeah, so I still got Visions of Mana to play, which is in the plastic. I won't be able to play that yet until I finish Final Fantasy 16 and Stellar Blade. Once I get those two out of the way, then I'm gonna go to Trials of Mana. I'm looking forward to the Mario and Luigi RPG that's coming to the Nintendo Switch. Can't wait for that game. As far as the Capcom collection, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection as well. I can't wait for those. I think we're gonna have a ball. We're gonna have a good time, especially when I have some Discord gatherings when for all of us to have a good time and play and record our matches and stuff. Make some content out of it as well, and put some highlights up within the Discord server and stuff for everybody to check out, especially for those who may have missed out on. They can see how much fun we've been having and stuff. It said, "What type of porcupine is radical, bro?" I don't know. I just know a porcupine. I just see a porcupine as a porcupine. I never thought about what type it is. Really don't know. He has a tail, but I don't know. The drawing was very confusing. Mind if I take a crack at it? Hold up. 1 second. Let me go to my pictures. 1 sec. I got you. Alright, let me get the folder. I want to make sure I got the right folder. Alright, bring that. Bam. Bring that up. Okay. Yeah. I was looked up a porcupine, and as a reference. And I just said make it humanoid. That's all I told Jessica. Make it humanoid. So it's okay. And I had a manga anime idea. Would you be down if I tell you the story of it one day? Yeah, I'll be down. Hip hop. Have you seen the Netflix show Supercell? Nope, never seen it. Yeah, I definitely can't wait. Yeah, this was my early mascot, Radical the Porcupine for Venus Orion. Remember, I told you Venus Orion Games. Like I said, I'm gonna have a bunch of different studios. I'm gonna have Venus Orion Comics, Venus Orion Games, and then of course Venus Orion Studios, which is like the Venus Orion for like animations and stuff like that, and everything. But remember, I told you back in fifth grade, and this is just an early design of Radical. Like this is not the solid like locked in, because I may change some. I may switch his footwear and clothing a bit or whatever. But yes, this is when I was in fifth grade. Radical the Porcupine was my first concept for Venus Orion, because I wanted to be a game developer. And at the time, I was definitely man, as a kid, as a young boy, man, I was dreaming real big. I wanted to come out with the Venus Orion game console. So he was my mascot. My cousin drew up Radical the Porcupine a long time ago, or whatever. But you can clearly see that I'm a big Sonic fan. So of course I took some inspirations from Sonic and stuff like that. But yeah, this is Radical the Porcupine. He was my mascot for Venus Orion. Now, I haven't announced my official Venus Orion Comics mascot yet, because me and Jessica is going to be working on that, and then probably around in 2025 you'll get the announcement and the reveal of my mascot for Venus Orion Comics. And he said I'll tell everyone my business soon. Moving Lord. Okay, Neo. Also, my mascot will have a comic book series will have a comic book series eventually, but my comic book series for my mascot for Venus Orion Comics is also an essential character to the Venus Orion Comics universe. This mascot, but you won't. The series is going to be far off or whatever like that, because so many things have to happen first before the mascot have their series and everything. If he has a long tail, he can't have long quills. Well, he's not. He's a fictional character, so I can pretty much do whatever I want. Sonic the Hedgehog, hedgehogs don't run fast. Sonic hedgehogs don't run fast, or whatever. So I can pretty like I'm not going off of real life. This thing, he can talk and all kinds of stuff. So I'm not basing it in reality at all. So I can pretty much do whatever I want with it. What I want. What's up, Akuma? Which console had the best startup sound? The original, the original PlayStation or Sega Dreamcast? Woo, that's a good one, Landon. I gotta catch up. I only seen excuse me. I think I only seen the first two seasons of Cobra Kai. I haven't went back. I have to go back. I love Cobra Kai. I gotta go back and watch the other seasons. I think I only seen the first two seasons, if I can remember. It's been a while. said, did you catch up with the? No, no. It said, and they can actually swim. Let me see. Something moving Lord just finished my workout. Oh, dope, man. Working out, man, is very important. Very, very important. Especially I've been doing my walks. Cause it's been hot lately, man. Going out there, and I have a heat stroke going out there. But yeah, I'm getting back to doing my walks and everything. I've been hitting the gym at least 3 times a week, or whatever. As far as the PlayStation startup sound or the Dreamcast, I would say Dreamcast. I like the PlayStation startup sound. I like them both, but I would say Dreamcast. Dreamcast left a lasting impression. Left a lasting impression on me. Yes, definitely stay hydrated. I agree. Maddox, definitely agree. Oh, and what's up, Raph? Definitely agree. But yes, this was my mascot for Venus Orion games and everything. I think yeah, I guess I could show you too. Show you another one. For now, I told you guys that I told you guys that I was doing an RPG a long time ago for RPG Maker and stuff like that. I wanted to start my own RPG series, franchise, and this is another character, one of my main protagonists. Because I want to start my own anthology RPG series called Galenia. So it's gonna be like Final Fantasy. It's an anthology. That means every Galenia game is a different story, different characters, and everything. And this was Roland Greyfield. Roland Greyfield is the main protagonist of Galenia, Dreams of Aldeas. So this is another character that Jessica drew up. She drew him up like 3 years ago. So I'll be updating him too. This is not the final design and everything, but this is going to be one of my first RPGs when I start my company, video game company, and everything. So yes, Galenia has been another series. I already have 8 Galenia games already like mapped out and outlined and everything and stuff. But this is gonna be like my Final Fantasy series, especially when I get into game development and stuff like that. I'm gonna do a bit of both, 2D and 3D. Galenia is most likely gonna be 3D, most likely. Is he gonna be Squall? Nah, no Squall. Squall's not really one of my favorite characters either. But yes, this is one of my early designs for Roland Greyfield. But when I get back to working on Galenia, Dreams of Aldeas, we're gonna go right back in and just go through the character again and the party members too. I got all the party members sketched out, but not like sketched out in the early stages and everything like that. But when we do actually start diving into it or whatever, it's gonna be fun. That's why I can't wait to actually get into all this stuff. So I know you come from a Mugen background, like Castlevania as aesthetic. Cool. Would you say you hate Squall? I wouldn't say I hate Squall. It's like Final Fantasy VIII was not my favorite Final Fantasy at all. It was not. I didn't really like the aesthetics of it. The Guardian was it the GF system, the Guardian Force system, whatever it's called. Wasn't a big fan of that either. The characters didn't land. The party members and the characters didn't land. Like how Cloud and those and the others had landed Final Fantasy VII. I love me some Final Fantasy IX. That's my second favorite Final Fantasy after Final Fantasy VII. Zidane and his party, man, I loved his party as well. But 8, it just didn't hit it for me. It just did. 8 just did not hit. It did not hit at all. Yeah, so So I don't know. But if they was to remake, not remake it or whatever, I'll give it a try again. But it was not one of my favorites. Yeah, and remember, uh, my first interaction with Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy VI, which was Final Fantasy 3 in the States. That was my first interaction with Final Fantasy. I never played it at the time, but my uncle had the game, and I remember seeing the intro with Final Fantasy VI when they inside the mechas and they walking in the snow with Terra and stuff like that. That was my only first interaction with Final Fantasy, and then after that, Final Fantasy left my mind until Tobal #1 came out. When Tobal #1 came out, Tobal #1, which I still have, it was made by Dream Factory. It was a Square Enix fighting game where Toriyama did the artwork and everything. And Tobal #1 came with a promo disc, and not only that, it came with a promo disc, it came with the booklet. Also had the announcement that Dragon Ball Z will be dubbed for the first time and it's going to be aired in America with the release date and everything. That's how old I am. Dragon Ball Z dub didn't come out yet. The Ocean dub didn't come out yet. It just made the announcement of the Ocean dub. So, but it came with a promotional disc, a silver promotional disc, and it comes with it came with a playable demo of Final Fantasy VII, the bombing mission. But in the demo, Barrett, you have Barrett and Aerith in your party, and the Leviathan summon, but you didn't fight the Scorpion Sentinel. The Scorpion Sentinel was not the boss in the bombing mission of that demo. It was that mecha robot with the two arms with the gun, with the machine gun arms. That was the boss in the demo. And I remember when you click on the demo and you're introduced to the controls, and and it shows the polygon. Oh yeah, let me do this. Hold up, guys. So I remember. One second. Yeah, so when you click on the demo, it shows the PlayStation 1 controller, and it shows the polygon of Cloud Strife. This polygon, and you was able to move the polygon around, and you was able to, and then you press the button, it shows you were able to run run around and stuff like that. And right then and there, the way the polygon moved, how realistic that polygon moved, me and my dad said, "Yo, this game already is going to be dope." And then also you could switch the polygon to the Barrett polygon on the demo. Before you boot up the game. You click on Final Fantasy VII demo, and then it shows you the controller, and then you're able to move the polygon around. You're able to move Barrett around, and then also Aerith as well, or whatever. So yeah. So that's what. So what happened was yeah. So you was able to control Cloud, and then that's when the intro comes on. The classic Final Fantasy VII intro, when it shows Aerith, walking down the alleyway and stuff. And me and my dad was floored. We never see anything like this, because this is early in the PlayStation's life, whatever like that. So seeing these visuals, this shit was top of the line. It was before its time. So me and my dad was hyped. Then the train shows up, and then this polygon of Cloud jumps off the train. And we thought that this is the game itself, the polygon. That all we thought even the combat, we just thought that this was the game, the polygon. But when you get into the random encounter with the first Shinra guards, it goes straight into a whole nother screen, and then you have a much more realistic Cloud. I was like, oh shit! What is this, or whatever. So yeah. So that we started playing that demo, and that demo sold us. That demo sold us on Final Fantasy VII, and we couldn't wait for the release date of that. But also on the demo, it had other games. They weren't playable, but they were like trailers to upcoming games. And those trailers was Bushido Blade, was it Saga Frontier, and then the last game on there was Final Fantasy Tactics. But it was the alpha footage of Final Fantasy Tactics, and it looked much different than with the Final Fantasy Tactics we end up getting, which was even better, or whatever. But yeah, man, Final Fantasy VII had just hooked me to Final Fantasy. It sold me. It hooked me to Final Fantasy. So after the hype of Final Fantasy VII, after I got Final Fantasy VII, because when Final Fantasy VII came out, I was in 5th grade when Final Fantasy VII came out. I was in 5th grade, and just the hype of Final Fantasy VII, me loving the game and everything. So when Final Fantasy VIII was announced on PlayStation Magazine, I see a new character. Because I didn't know that Final Fantasy was an anthology series. Like they're different stories, different characters and stuff. So when I seen Final Fantasy VIII, I see some nigga with a gun blade, like a gun sword. My uncle called it a good knife, but I see a nigga with a gun sword. I'm like, what the hell? I said, where's Cloud? Because I didn't know that Final Fantasy was an anthology series. So I'm like, okay. I was like, this is interesting. I said, is it in the same world? What's going on? I was kind of confused, but it showed it has Cloud. It has a Squall. I'm holding the blade, the gun blade, and I think he's holding Renoa. I think it was, and he was talking about the whole highlight of Final Fantasy VIII was that they said it was supposed to be a love story. It didn't really feel like a love story to me. Final Fantasy VIII didn't feel like a love story. Final Fantasy IX, I felt more of that love and connection with Final Fantasy IX characters between Princess Garnet and Zidane. But Final Fantasy VIII, I didn't feel that type of love. I didn't get that love of, because they marketed it as a love as the first Final Fantasy romance story. He said Axel could beat Cody and yeah. So yeah, what's up, Corey? What's going on? But yeah, it was pushed in the advertisements that Final Fantasy VIII was let me see if I can find 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. I found it, guys. I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna put it in the folder for you guys. You can see it. Alright, let me put it in here so I can show you. So I'm taking you back to the past. And where I was at as a kid of that time. Alright, here we go. Okay, here we go. Let me bring this up. All right, let me bring it up on the screen. So this was the cover right here, guys. This was the cover. Final Fantasy VIII. And I was confused when I saw this cover. I was like, where the fuck is Cloud? Because I was young. I didn't know. This is when Final Fantasy VIII was first announced. So when I saw this cover, I'm like, what's going on? I was like, where is Cloud? where is he? Like, because I didn't know Final Fantasy was an anthology series and stuff. What's up, PJ? What's going on, bro? What's going on? So I was lost. I was really lost and stuff. I said, I'm not really feeling this. I was like, where my boy Cloud at? I said, I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this at all and everything. But my dad was hyped for it. And stuff, and you also gotta remember when Final Fantasy VIII came out, Dino Crisis was coming out. So my dad had got Dino Crisis and Final Fantasy VIII, and that also Dreamcast came. The Dreamcast was released too, as well. So man, this is taking me back. This is taking me the fuck back. But yeah, the Dreamcast was coming out that year. Final Fantasy VIII. I think Street Fighter Alpha 3 came out as well. Dino Crisis. Oh, what's up, Rod? Oh my God, mewing. Oh my God, my daughter says mewing. Like I don't know I didn't know what the fuck that meant, but my daughter always thought that mewing or mogging or something like that. But yeah, this was the cover. This was the cover of PlayStation Magazine that my dad had, and me and my dad came in the room. He tossed it to me, and I opened it up. And then I'm like, what is this? Like, who is this guy? Like, where's Cloud? Where's Tifa? Where's the party at? Where's my crew? But I didn't know that these were different games and stuff. So, but once Final Fantasy VIII came out, I don't know. I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed with it. I wasn't. It wasn't one of my favorites. Yeah, some super 90 comic art there, which I love. Molding. So I'm waiting for one of them to end so I can finally play a game. Okay. So like, cope, see, mold. Did we ever post? Yeah, I posted it at the end of the stream. The Discord. So that's why I need more mods so they can post that type of stuff. Because I'm trying to Wait 1 second, guys. I'll get it for you guys. Let me get the I'm gonna get the Discord invite. 1 second, I got you. Hold up. All right. I'm gonna go to the chat. Give me a second. Oh damn! All right, I got it. All right, here we go to the chat window. Let me pause this so we can get some echo. All right, there you go. It's in the chat. So you can just click. You can click the chat. There you go. So you should have it. So you just click on that and you'll be invited to the Discord. So hopefully you guys got that now. Yeah, if Capcom insists on changing Dead Rising, I'd rather they not touch Dino Crisis and God Hand. Yeah, like I said, the whole I never played Dead Rising, so I had no dog in this fight. But as I said, when you're a fan of something, you have every right to feel the way you feel and everything about the stuff that they're switching, they're censoring and stuff like that. So I totally understand about that, about the whole situation surrounding that. Like, to me, when it comes to censorship, like, my stance isn't as hard. It just depends on it all depends on what the censorship is. Is it like how aggressive the censorship is? Like, for instance, I told you my example, Eve from Stellar Blade. To me, it wasn't really a big deal. I mean, like, she's still the same voluptuous, sexy, attractive female character that I wanted, especially in my video games and stuff. So just because they put they covered the waist just a little bit more with an extra layer, or they put a extra layer on the cleavage, it didn't bother. I didn't care for it, because what I wanted was an attractive female character, sexy but a badass and capable. That's all I wanted. So, but yeah, other people who say, they didn't like that. They didn't like that at all, and that's fine, because like I said, it's different levels to this. For me, that wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big deal for me at all. Also, when it came to the was it the SNK versus Capcom Chaos promotional, where they censored that, where what they did was they cropped out the chest area in the advertisement for the American advertisement of mine. People made a big deal about that. Me, I didn't even notice it until people started talking about it. I said, "Oh, they sure did do that." To me, it didn't care or whatever like that. But it depends. It depends on like what your tolerance is when it comes to certain forms of censorship. Right now with the Marvel vs. Capcom, not the Marvel vs. Capcom. When it comes to the Capcom fighting collection, 2, there's supposed to be some form of censorship in there. Like, for me personally, I don't really care. I think they said Rouge's ending, because she's kind of like naked in the where she's like covering her chest. They may be censoring that. They haven't given a confirmation what they're censoring. People just know that there's going to be some type of form of censorship. For me, I don't really care about that. I'll play Power Stone to play the multiplayer and to play the gameplay. Don't care about that. Probably won't even touch the arcade mode. If I do, it's just to have it for content and stuff like that. But the fact is that we're getting the fighting collection. Games that I always wanted to play and had returned, which is Power Stone 1, 2, Project Justice, and also Plasma Sword. And we're getting rollback netcode and online gameplay. Like, I'm not going to buy the game because they decided that they're going to change or tweak, the images on the ending that you're probably only going to play through one time. I'm not doing that. But if somebody feels though that they don't want that, that's completely fine. But I'm not going to stop not buy the game. And then I also said yesterday, and if people want to fight that battle and not support that game, and like I said, they're using this collection as well too to see if there's interest for Power Stone, for a future Power Stone 3, for a future Rival Schools game. And if everybody get together and decide, hey, we're not down for this censorship because they didn't show Rouge's cleavage or whatever like that, and the collection doesn't do well because of that, then you can't cry and complain that we don't have a Power Stone 3. You can't cry and complain that we don't have a new Rival Schools, because this was a chance right here, and because y'all decided y'all wanted to fight that fight, that'll be the results of it. So you have to pick and choose your battles. That's why I always say this, and this is why I always keep stressing on my channel. I never tell you not to buy anything, because it's your money. Because it would make me a hypocrite to tell you not to buy a certain thing and not to support it, and just for me to turn around and buy it and buy the game and support the game. That's why I never tell you not to buy something. It's your money. My job is just to give you the information, and then you make your own educated decision from the information that I give you. It's not my job to tell you what to buy and what not to buy. And that's why I never push that to you guys and say, fuck that game, don't buy this game. You know what I'm saying? No. If you want to buy that game, you like the game, go ahead, buy it. Because it's your money, it's your experience, or whatever like that. And I'm not the arbiter. I'm not the god of the culture war, or the leader of the culture war, or anything like that. I'm just informing you guys, and you take that information and then when it's time for you to make the decision what you want to do, now you have the information and you make that decision. That's not my responsibility to tell you guys what to do with your money and stuff like that. It's not my responsibility. So that's why, for me, when it comes to censorship, there's only certain forms of censorship, or the levels of censorship, that I would tolerate, or whatever like that. As we all do. And there's what I said, said, look, I haven't played Dino Crisis, Resident Evil, Monster Hunter. You hear? It's going to take patience. Rival Schools should have a reboot or a remake. Yeah, I agree. A Rival School should have like a reboot. A reboot is fine, or a remake, or something like that, because it's to reintroduce the series. Remake or reintroduce Power Stone, reintroduce Plasma Sword, reintroduce those things, because people don't even know what the fuck those franchises are and stuff. So like I said before, when it comes to this whole censorship thing, localization and stuff, I always keep telling guys, pick and choose your battles. Which battles is worth fighting over, and that's it's up for you to decide. But I learned that there's some battles, man, like it's not even worth fighting or whatever. You have the battle and you have the war. And when we do win something, take the win. Take the win, and it's not over. We just won this battle. Let's keep going. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes learn to take the win. Sometimes learn to say, hey, this is not a battle worth fighting. We'll fight the next one. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it. Yeah. Like, I mean, people have. We did a video. I remember I did the video. It's Street Fighter 6 woke and stuff like that. And there is a debate whether or not it's woke, or is it a mixture of everything. Because look at Street Fighter 6. I think Street Fighter 6 did well balancing out, everything. What I mean by balancing out is that it has a little bit of everything for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, Street Fighter 6 had pissed off the game journals. Kotaku was pissed that Cammy's outfit was back. You know what I'm saying? Cammy's outfit was back. The female characters still had, had the curves and stuff like that, had some attractions to them and stuff. Still had those things. So it pissed off the game journalists, while at the same time it had elements that you could argue is woke and stuff. But for me, like I said before, it was well balanced, so I had no issue in it. And as I said before, like, people had a problem with the buff chick, and I was saying that Street Fighter always had stereotypes. Street Fighter always had a variety of different characters and their body types. Like I said, if Abigail, that big dude from Final Fight and Street Fighter 5. This dude his proportions is unrealistic, but it's a fighting game. It's a wacky fighting game in terms of how characters are proportioned and stuff like that. If Abigail could be in a game, why can't we have a buff looking female character. When you still have Chun-Li, you still have Cammy, you still have Jory Han, you have all these other female characters, so why can't we have a buff female character? What's the issue with that? We should be allowed to have a buff female character. So I don't see an issue with having a character like that. And then when you look at her backstory, she loves men. She still likes men. And she prefers strong men. Cause I think she has a crush on Zangief or whatever like that. So I didn't see what the issue is and stuff. So her inclusion, Marissa, that's her name, I believe. Marissa? Yeah, so people's calling it woke because Marissa was in the game. I was like, that's stupid as shit. That is fucking stupid. And then Kimberly, people had an issue with Kimberly because of how her design is, because she looks out of place. Because I guess because they gave her more black features or something. I don't know, but I didn't mind Kimberly's inclusion at all either. Like, besides Elena, Kimberly's like the second black female character that's in the Street Fighter game. Besides Elena was the first. So I mean, I'm like, cool. We have a second black female character. I think that's cool or whatever like that. That's added to the roster. You know what I'm saying? So. If you notice, even in fighting games, we don't even have old women. I like to see an older woman in Street Fighter or even in Tekken. I like to see an older woman, like an older sensei, where she actually has some age, gray hair, some wrinkles on her face. We got everybody else. I like to see some old women in there, just to fill out the rest of the roster. We got everything else. We got old men and we have older men in the game, but we don't have older women in the game. I mean, we might as well fill out the whole roster. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for older women being in fighting games. Harada have yet to put one in Tekken. And the thing is, I'm not going to get upset and like these SJWs and diversity and all this other type of stuff. I mean, if he doesn't put it in there, that's fine. I'm not going to say I'm not buying the game because they didn't include an older woman in the game. But I said that would be dope because we got every other type of body types and ages and stuff like that. Throw an older woman in there. I like to see a well-experienced martial artist that's a female in there as well. I think that'd be pretty cool, you know? Yeah, so, I mean, I think overall, Street Fighter 6, I think was a well-crafted, developed game. It catered to everything. So that's why I don't see no issue with that at all with Street Fighter 6. Whatever. Oh yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, there's also a lot of buff women in anime. So that's why I said I need to That's why I said I don't know what the issue was. Basically, the older cast like Chun-Li is getting older, but not enough to be your grandparent. Yeah, but even Chun-Li's an older woman, but they're not gonna ever make her look old. They'll most likely make Ryu look old, but they would never make Chun-Li look old. So, how do you feel about? Oh, how I feel about Mai's new costume? I don't have an issue with her new costume because her original costume's in there. I don't have an issue with it at all. There's just a new costume and she still got her classic. Don't see an issue. And I don't see an issue with the Mark of the Wolves or City of the Wolves. When you look at B. Jennett, oh my god, she's thick as fuck. So I mean, like, you got a lot of variety in there as far as the female characters. That's why I'm not making a big issue out of it. I'm not making a big deal out of it. Like I said, that's why I said this stuff is just tiresome, man. Like I understand. Like I'm with you guys when it comes to a lot of this stuff, but I have my limits when it comes to this. Like I said, I'm not even talking about you guys, but I know people personally. I'm like, yo, you talk to them. I'm like, yo, what don't you like? You don't like anything. You might as well not play any fucking games. What do you like? I'm like, god damn, it's like everything is so damn depressing talking to you. Because everything you talk about is the culture war. Everything is woke, everything is this, everything is that. I say, nigga, have some fun. Like, I know you have to find fun somewhere. Like I said, like, pick and choose your battles. Pick and choose your battles and find some fun somewhere. Because like I said before, I'm a gamer first, so gameplay was always going to be a thing that really matters to me. If the game is fun, the characters may be ugly or whatever like that, but if the game is fun, if it's delivering a gaming experience that I enjoy, then all that stuff is It's noise to me. I'm going to play the game because I'm having a good time with the game, and stuff like that. And then, like I said, there's certain tolerance levels. Yeah, I'll roll my eyes at certain things, but if the game is delivering on that gameplay and giving me the experience that I want, I'm playing that fucking game. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it depends on what your tolerance level is. No mind, no buy. No, it's no classic mind, no buy. People were complaining about the new costume. They're chanting no mind, no buy. Now it's no classic mind, no buy. Yeah, Landon, you see how crazy it is? If I pick up a controller and get behind a wheel and sit in front of both of the monitors, it's too, well, actually, it's for multiple reasons. Black Orchid from Killer Instinct. I like the character designs in Killer Instincts as well, and the Xbox, the reboot. I ain't find no issue with her design, as well. Like I said, it all depends what your tolerance level is. I mentioned before, like yesterday when I talked about Joanna Dark, I got a lot of shit for that. A lot of people say I was going woke because I didn't fully slam on the Joanna Dark character model, because when you look at the real life model and the character model, they weren't really that much different from each other. Like because the real life model, she has a square ass jaw. I mean, her face is strong as fuck, for a female or whatever. And then when you look at the Joanna Dark character model, I said they look similar a little. They look similar to each other. Only thing about the model, the game model, they just made it round. But her face is strong as shit. So I was like, yo, like, compared to all the Western developers and female characters, this one is a bit closer to its game counterpart and real life counterpart than any of the other Western designed games of female characters. And that's all I said. That's all I said. And then I got a lot of shit for that, because people thought like, oh, I'm starting to go woke and all this other type of stuff. And as I said before, I'm not going to tell anybody what they like. I'm not here to tell people what they want to hear. I have my own voice. I'm not going to pander to anybody. I'm going to speak my mind and give my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And this is the whole problem with this culture war and just social media in general. You got people who claim that they're supporters of you when you're a content creator, but they only a supporter of you because you confirm their bias, or you confirm their beliefs and stuff. But the moment you have an opinion that strays just a little bit away from their beliefs, now all of a sudden you're a traitor to them. You the scum of the earth to them, and all of a sudden they throw you under the bus because now you no longer confirm their bias anymore, or you don't agree with your beliefs and doesn't align with theirs anymore. And that's no different than what the SJWs do. The SJWs do the same thing. You're either in or you're out. This is what the wokies do just as well. And now the anti-woke is doing the same thing. It's the same playbook. It's the same playbook. The moment you have a different opinion, they want everybody to have the same opinion. The moment you have a different opinion or you have a different outlook on it, then the anti-woke will throw you to the side too. They do the same thing. I'm going to play first Descendant. I wanna boot that up. I installed it, but I haven't booted it up yet. So I do like to do a live stream with that as well. Have you heard of Action Timing In? I've never heard of it. That is not a separate cause, and there's a possibility they could change their minds if they get enough feedback. Or go out and vote for Trump now. It said if I felt like any politics, I would start watching TV again. Have you heard of that? But nope, fuck your politics. Get your shit away from video games. That's why you aren't going to give opinions on time. Yeah, I'm not here to pander to anybody. I'm not like if you come here and you enjoy the content that I have. I mean, I love you guys. I really love you guys for coming through and showing support. But I'm not here to pander to anybody. I'm not here to pander to anybody. My opinion is my opinion, and I'm going to have opinions that some of you may disagree with. But I hope that you guys would say, we just don't agree with that. But Mugen Lord is still a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? But you have a lot of people who just disagree and don't now hate you. Now you're the enemy now because you have a different opinion and you no longer your opinion doesn't align with theirs, and that's just toxic. So that means you're not a real fan of my content or anything. You just only here because I just confirm your own bias that you have. That's all. And the moment that I don't say what you want to hear, then all of a sudden I'm a shill. I was a shill. I'm all this other type of stuff. No, I'm going to speak my mind. So do you remember Marvel Ultimate Alliance? Yeah, I got Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1, 2, and 3. I got Marvel Alliance. Yeah, I got Marvel Alliance 3 as well on the Nintendo Switch. I'm gonna do a video on that too. I want to talk about that at some point. The latest trailer for the first Descendant was art. Yeah, we want to get into that, man. We want to get into First Descendant. I like to play that game. Anybody in the chat? I want to know who got First Descendant. I want to know. Let me know, because I do want to play with you guys. I downloaded it on my Xbox Series X. Okay, Junk got it. All right, Koran got it. Yeah, oh yeah, you gonna need to either get it on Steam or you're gonna get it in the current gen consoles. If you play it, I'm down to play. All right, Straddle said, okay, cool. Yeah, and the thing is, I would make an announcement in the community tab, my Discord. I'll probably make a video about it too to let you know when I'm gonna have a First Descendant stream. That's why it's important, guys. It's important to stay connected with me on social media. I don't care what platform that I'm on. Stay connected with me so you'll be able to catch these things. Because a lot of you guys say, "Oh man, I didn't know you did that or like that." You have to stay connected with me. I don't care what platform. Stay connected with me. So just in case you didn't catch it on YouTube, you caught it on one of the platforms that I'm on, that you'll get that message. But yeah, I'm gonna let you know in advance, so you'll know the exact date, time that I'll do a First Descendant stream or something like that. And we'll all play together. Like I said, I installed it on my Series X, but I didn't even boot it up yet. Also too, like Zenless Zone Zero, I gotta get into that, get at a try, as well. How do I feel about this, Sonoya? Oh, what's up, Sonoya? What's it, Lysetta? What's up, Heisman? What's up, Lit? Yeah. How do I feel about the Acolytes being canceled? Like, what more can I say? Like, there's really nothing I can really say about it. Like, it was bound to happen. It's trash. It was bound to happen. And on top of that, you have these writers, you have these people that's on the staff and on the team that created the show, bashing and arguing with the community. It was bound to happen. Like, no one wanted that. No one wanted Acolyte. It was doomed from the start. And I have a question for you guys. Like, would you guys be interested if I start covering like stuff like that, like entertainment stuff, like talk about Kathleen Kennedy and talk about the Star Wars, and what's going on with the MCU and how the MCU fell apart and all that type of stuff? Would you be interested in like that type of stuff and like the fall of the DCEU and all that type of stuff? Will you be interested in that type of content? I just want to know, because like I'm learning, like I'm still experimenting. I want to add more things to my channel and stuff, but I want to know if it's worth it. I don't want to sit down and put all this shit together and then no one really cares to watch it or whatever like that. The title chill stream. Yeah, we just chilling and stuff. Yeah, we just chilling, just talking about. You can just ask me anything. Come and just chill and stuff. We just talking and you guys just throwing some questions and everything like that, and we just talk about stuff. Yeah, I don't care what it is. So I don't care about current Star Wars and Marvel. They are lost cause. Yeah, cover movies and stuff. You like. Don't force yourself into anything. Yeah. I do want to get back into movie reviews, because I did do I did Infinity War, or was it Endgame? I think I did Infinity War when that came out years ago. I did Super Mario Brothers movie. I did Sonic 1 and 2 review. I'll probably do a Deadpool and Wolverine review. I'll probably do that too, for those of you guys who are interested in that, and see how that plays out and stuff. Like I said, like I'm a YouTuber. Like with me as a content creator, the problem with YouTube, which I talked about before, is the algorithm. The problem with the algorithm is, and why people don't understand. Who's not content creators don't understand why certain content creators do what they do when it comes to clickbaiting, or when it comes to shilling, or all kinds of other things. When it comes, it's all wrapped around the algorithm. And see what happens is with the algorithm, it doesn't encourage creativity. It doesn't encourage YouTubers to do different things, because the thing is, like I mentioned before, and a lot of you guys, some of you guys are here or new, and this is why I started experiencing. And I mentioned this before when I did my first culture war video. People call it, it was just a video, just me expressing myself about the depiction of female characters from the West and from the East. That video blew up. It blew up so much that the algorithm was just feeding. It was just feeding my channel. I never seen that much growth ever in my life, and it was so much growth. It was scary. I never seen so many subscribers climb, like go up. Like it was just every time I refresh the page, more subscribers are coming in. The view count was going in. So then what happens is when you go to your creator studio, your YouTube creator studio, the creator studio literally tells you that, yo, like this shit works. Like people love this video. And it pretty much tells you to do something similar to that to get those same results. So then I do another culture war video. The hits are coming in. And then what it does is your video, whatever new video you make, it compares it to the previous video. So it allows you to see the performance. It compares with this video, what your new video is doing, and what the last video is doing. So the moment if your video if your new video doesn't meet the standards, or the area of where where that success is at, then you get punished for it. And then the algorithm will tell you, the algorithm will tell you, like, yo, like people are not watching this video. How about you do? It will tell you people are not clicking on it as much. It literally tells you that people's not clicking on it as much. How about you how about you do what you did last time, or whatever like that. So it teaches you that. So if you decide to experiment and do a new video that goes against your last successful video, you get punished for it. So why do you think a lot of content creators will stick to culture war, or stick to certain things like clickbait, or stick to certain genres? Is because if they go anything outside of that, the algorithm won't feed you no more. You're not gonna get the clicks anymore and everything like that. Me, I refuse to be stuck in that. So I'm willing to take a hit in the algorithm, because I want to try different things. I don't want to stick to just one thing. I don't want to be a one-trick pony. I don't want to be a culture war YouTuber. I really don't. I like to talk about video games, and yes, I'm passionate about when my games get fucked with. I have a passion. I talk about it with passion. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be that YouTuber that just focus on that. I still want to do my unboxing videos of controllers and stuff like that, and unboxings of consoles or whatever technology or whatever. I still want to do those. I want to do movie reviews. You know what I'm saying? I want to do video game reviews. And so the problem is, the moment when I do those type of things, I get hurt. People don't click on it. People don't click on it and shit like that. Or the algorithm don't feed me. Feed me to the recommendeds and stuff like that. Then I get hurt or whatever like that. And then now the views start coming in. When the views stop coming in, this is what also happened. When the views start coming in, then what YouTube does, when they start seeing consecutive videos where it's getting less and less, the algorithm for some reason decides that, hey, people don't like this stuff, so it's obviously that people don't want to be reminded that you're uploading. So then they stop sending out your notifications to people, because they assume because the consecutive bombs that you drop, because it doesn't feed the algorithm, or it doesn't fit in the category of the successful videos that you made. Then it stopped feeding you. It stopped feeding you to the algorithm. I respect you a lot. You're not giving into the culture war driven, staying true to yourself. I make sure to like all your stuff. Yes, and I didn't understand when YouTube say hit the like button and stuff. I didn't realize how important that is. Yes, hitting that like button is important. It shows the algorithm that you guys are engaging with it. So even if you don't leave a comment, hit that like button. The like button really does take you a long way. I never understood it, because remember, a long time ago, I never used to say hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I was like, man, that's corny. But now I understand that now. I definitely understand it now, because that does help me in the algorithm when you guys hit that like button and stuff like that. That definitely helps me. It really does. Yeah, yeah. I like what prince you believe? He said you believe then impact will be. Oh, what price I believe that Hunter x Hunter then impact will be? I don't know. It seems like a double A. It's a double A title. I'm hoping. I'm thinking minimum $40. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking minimum is $40. Yeah, I'm thinking minimum. He says my top 3 favorite buff are Mikasa, Akron. Excuse me. Ugh. Have you ever uploaded your stuff to other videos like Rumble? Oh, I like all right, yeah. Ludicrous Fool said, have you ever uploaded your stuff to other video services like Rumble as an example? Oh yes, I did a video about it. I'm on Rumble. I'm also on Odyssey. But guess what? No one goes there. Nobody bothers to follow me there. And that's the thing too. I've learned that when people are comfortable when people are comfortable where they at, they're not gonna go the extra mile to make a new account somewhere else and things like that, because people are comfortable in their ecosystem. So when they have a favorite ecosystem, they're not gonna leave that ecosystem. So yeah, I have a Rumble. Matter of fact, I made a video. I made it years ago. Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. Let me 1 second. I stopped uploading on there because no one was watching it, and every time I remind people I had it, no one was going to it. So I was like, what's the fuck? I was like, what's the fucking point? If no one is gonna bother, so I stopped uploading. Let me 1 second, guys. I'll bring up this stuff. Damn, not even my channel. Like I got my account and everything, got the videos and stuff, but not even my channel. Not even my channel show up. What the hell? 1 second. Here we go. Alright, so I'm gonna bring up my other one. And then I'll show you guys. Damn. They gotta resend me 1 second, guys. I'm bringing everything up. I'm bringing everything up. Let me go to my Gmail. God damn. Yes, let me sign in. Here we go. Yes, continue. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I'm going to bring it up on the window in a second for you guys. I'll wait for it to load. Here we go. I'm here. I'm still here. Okay. So, alright, I'm going to bring it up right now. Alright, here's my Odyssey. I have an RPG of Odyssey. So everything that's RPG related is right here. And then, where's my other one? I want to switch to my other one. Hold up. Oh, here we go. And then I also had a fighting game. I had a fighting game one, the Versus Corner. And that's what I like about Odyssey. You was able to make more than one channel within one account. So those of you guys who are interested in the fighting game stuff, fighting games, the Versus Corner had its own. Then RPG Haven had its own. But no one followed me here. No one. I was like, what the fuck is the point? And then this the crazy thing. People kept asking me, like, we're tired of YouTube. We need some alternatives. Mugler, you need to make alternatives. I make the alternatives and no one fucking goes to it. So that's why I just stopped. I like, well, what's the point? And here's my Rumble. I stopped the uploading because I wasn't getting any followers. I keep advertising it, saying, guys, go to my Rumble. Guys, go to my Odyssey. No one was going to it. So that's why I said when it comes to culture war, when it comes to people like let's fight back and do this, no one is really taking the initiative. Everybody just talks about it, but no one really takes the action. They say we need like it's time to go to some alternatives. Let's support alternatives, but no one wants to, no one when it's time to actually support the alternatives, no one supports the fucking alternatives. Yeah. I'll put the link in the chat. Give me. I'll do that right now. Hold up. I got you guys. Yeah. That's why even with the culture war, like what gets frustrating too, is I actually did an experiment. I did an experiment. The experiment was let me start talking about indie games. Cause I don't want to keep making my channel doom and gloom. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my channel to be known for just bad news all the time. So I was like, let's start doing indie stuff. And then when I start posting indie stuff, no one clicks on the indie stuff. No one clicks on it. Only my regulars, you guys will click on it. But everybody else won't click on it. Y'all talk like these people talk about let's fight the culture war, let's do this, let's go after, let's have some alternatives. And then when you provide it, no one supports it. Then then to me at this point you're just bitching. You're just bitching. You're not doing anything. And I'm not saying. And the thing is, all I'm saying is the indie game may not be your taste, but at least share the video so people know that it exists. It may not be your cup of tea, but at least share it because there may be somebody out there in the community who didn't even know the game exists and say, "Yo, this was the game I was looking for." You know. So all right, here's my Rumble. And when I'll start uploading here. I will start uploading here if people are really interested, in supporting it and stuff. Let me put my RPG Haven channel as well, since I have two different Odysseys. But that's the problem with this culture war stuff. It's a lot more people who just it's more people that just talk and just bitch and complain than actually do something. Thanks, Sonoya. Appreciate it. Yeah, so there you go. I'll start uploading there. If people really want to go to support those alternatives, I got a BitChute too. Let me see if I can find my BitChute. I got a BitChute as well. Matter of fact, BitChute was the first one that I signed up to. Cause everybody kept telling me go to BitChute. BitChute, freedom of speech, yada yada yada, and all this other type of stuff. I was like, all right, let me go do that. I'll do that if that's what you guys want. I gotta find my I gotta remember my password and stuff. I'll look through that, but I'll post the BitChute next time. Have you read any of the Lady Death Coffin comics? Nope, never read it. Thanks Astro Zombie for the follow as well. Yeah, everybody's comfortable. That's the problem. It's the same thing with X. You know how many times when Elon Musk took over, oh man, fuck Twitter, Elon Musk, this, that, and the other, I'm leaving. Where they at? They still on fucking Twitter. They're still there. And guess what? There's alternatives to Twitter. There is alternatives. It's not like there's no alternatives to Twitter. But guess where the fuck they're at? They're on Twitter. They're not going no fucking where. They're going to stay on Twitter and just bitch and complain. Complain about Twitter, but stay on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that. Us as human beings, we're creatures of habit. We're going to stay where we're comfortable at. You know what I'm saying? And despite why we hate these platforms have convenience and it has things that we like about it. And instead of us sticking it to these platforms and try to alternatives, we just give lip service and stay where we at. People are addicted to the dopamine rush they get from complaining. Yeah. So I did. So I got BitChute too, but that site can be buggy sometimes. Yeah. So I did an experiment. The experiment was, how about this? I'm gonna start covering indie games, and I'm still gonna cover indie games no matter what. Like people need to know that these games exist. But I started noticing when I started covering indie games, I was getting less clicks. Even my YouTube studio was telling me that no one is clicking on this video. People are not clicking on this video. It's telling me. It's snitching on everybody. It's letting me know what people really want to see. People want to see me talk shit about about the game industry. People rather hear me talk shit about the industry. People rather hear me talk about how woke shit is. People rather hear that. But when it comes to talking about positive things and people trying to make a difference, I get less clicks. And the YouTube studio tells me, say, yo, no one is clicking on this. You got less clicks than your previous video. In my previous video, and then you see why people start grifting, or why people are grifting, because if they try to go out now, they made so much money off the culture war stuff, they can't let it go. They made a living off of it. They can't try out anything new, because they try something new, it's going to hurt their bottom line. Me, I'm in a different situation. I never really made money. I don't make money off of YouTube. Like, I get a small little check every month, a small check. I won't disclose it. I'll disclose it. I get like $100, $100 a month off of YouTube. Every once in a while, I may get $300. Every once in a while, I'll get like $300. Every once in a while, I get like $300. I'm not making money off of YouTube. YouTube is not my livelihood, so I don't really care. Heisman says how's your comment? How are your comments coming along? I'm very interested. Oh yeah. We'll get to that in a second. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second. Heisman, my comic is done. I finished the comic. I'll show you. We'll do like a little segment. I'm not gonna stay on it too long since we did a long stream last time on that. Yeah, I remember Jetmoto, but yeah, that's the problem. It's also how the algorithm works. You get rewarded for lower tier vids. When you see these channels with 100K just stealing other people's stuff, yeah. And that's the problem. That's what's going on right now. That's why grifting is encouraged. Grifting is encouraged. It's sad to say. And guess what? Did you understand they got the new? They got they got the new thumbnail system. What do I mean by that? You have a thumbnail system to where you can upload more than one thumbnail, and then the AI will tell you what thumbnail is the most clickable. And then it tells you, it shows you that the clickbait one, or the ones that really gets people attention, people will click on that before they click on something that's honest and positive. So what do you expect some of these people to do? You think they're going to just like, oh, this, that, and the third? Like, no, they want those clicks, so they're going to go to that. Yeah. Strato said this. That's what I was saying. Strato Phoenix is right. There's a lot of people who don't want solutions. They just want to complain. They want to just complain. They don't want no solutions. Because when you hand them the solutions, they're not proactive at it at all. They don't support it. That's why I keep saying it's no different from the SJW and the woke side. The woke side does this. You know what the woke does? They bitch and complain about diversity. We want diversity. We want this. We want pronouns. We want all this type of stuff in their games. You know, unattractive female characters or plus size female characters. And guess what? None of them woke motherfuckers go out and support the game. None of them. None of them does. And it's the same thing with the anti-woke side. You know, we're getting tired of this, that, and the other. We need some alternatives, yada, yada, yada. And guess what? Down there's an alternative. And guess what they do? None of the motherfuckers support it. None of them. They don't support it. They don't at all. Don't. So both sides are bitching and complaining. Original. So yeah, thanks, Kim. See, the thing about my thumbnails, I found a style. I can't see the thing about thumbnails. Your thumbnails and your title has to complement each other. Because the goal is you don't want to fill your thumbnails with a bunch of words and shit like that, because people won't click on it when it's a mess. It doesn't make sense. So you have to have synergy between your title and your thumbnail. So whatever you can't fit in your thumbnail, you have your title finish it off. So, or you put the details in the title, but then you put in less on your thumbnail. So you have to make it work with each other. So the thing about thumbnails, you have to experiment to find your groove and find out what works. So me, if you notice about my thumbnails, I have the articles and stuff in the actual thumbnails. So you can't really call me clickbait, is because the thumbnail has the actual article. It has the actual article. So I'm not making shit up. These are articles straight from the journalist's mouth and stuff like that. So I found a formula. I found a template. That's my template. When people see that template, people know it's a Mugen Lord video, and people know what they're about to get themselves into when they see the video, just because the thumbnails have the article. I may have a character or something like that, but you know what you're about to get. You know what you're about to get. Does anyone has enough of woke shit? To be frank, the alternatives have to actually be good. Daily Wire is a perfect example of making something out of spite. No, Straddle, you're right. And this is the thing. Just because it's an alternative doesn't give it a pass. It still needs to be criticized. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is, when there are alternatives, even if it's not your cup of tea, at least share it around, because there's somebody this may be a game for them. It may not be a game for you, but it may be a game for somebody else. That's all I'm saying. But yes, just because it is an alternative, it doesn't give it a free pass from criticism. And that's another problem with the anti-woke side when it comes to certain groups. Because now you have these certain groups within the anti-woke is where they won't, like, they do the same thing as the SJWs, where the SJWs, like, when you have acolyte, when you know something is completely ass and it's woke as shit, you would have the SJWs defend it at all costs, knowing that shit is ass. They would defend it at all costs. You have the anti-woke would do the same thing, because you got content creators out there who are creating their own content, or creating alternatives that aren't really that good, and the anti-woke won't criticize those creators, because it's all about, we're on the same team. It's all about sticking it to the woke. So even though that this creator is on our side, and even though this alternative is really not that good, it doesn't matter, as long as we're throwing jabs at the woke side. And that's no different than what the woke is doing. So we still have to criticize our side. We have to be the bigger person here. We still have to put out content. And this is how you create grifters too. You create grifters this way, because when they realize that, all I have to do is just say that, I'm anti-woke, and all I gotta do is just make anti-woke content or produce an alternative that's anti-woke, and then people will just come in and support me. All right, good, because no one is criticizing. No one is putting them in check and say, hey guys, look, I respect you. I like what you're doing and stuff, but man, you got to do better than this. But no one is doing that. Instead, people are shielding and protecting these people. Is that everyone style, like making the video? Yeah, everyone has their own style. Yeah, I honestly invested in Mugen Lord's lore for characters. I'm not just supporting it because of Mugen Lord. Yeah, that's why with Venus Orion Comics, I want you guys to support my content, because it's actually good, or it's something that appeals to you. You know, I appreciate that you want to show support because you like me as a person. I'm all fine with that. But at the end of the day, I want people who actually is invested in my stories and stuff, because the worst thing to have is people who support what I'm doing, but they don't know shit about the stuff that I'm putting out. They're just buying it despite the other side. You know what I'm saying? And then it's kind of like, it would hurt me, because when it's time to, if I would like to interact with these people, and then I ask them, hey, what you like about the book, or what you like about this, and they can't really tell me shit, that's embarrassing. I think that would hurt my feelings more than anything, because you're not really invested in what I'm doing. You're only invested in my ideology, or you're only invested in my beliefs, or you just like me as a person, but you don't care about the content that I'm really putting out and stuff. I think that would hurt my feelings more than anything. That you're not really reading my shit. Like you're only buying just because of my political beliefs, and you're only buying just to out of despite the other side. You really don't really care about the content that I'm putting out. That would really hurt. That would hurt my feelings. You know. That would definitely hurt my feelings. But yeah, that's the problem with the woke side too. They're just on the opposite end of the coin. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just a person that just speaks my mind. You know? And the thing about the whole anti-woke side is that people use content creators or use people as a monolith, or they use them to support their beliefs and stuff like that. You know? That's why with Venus Orion Comics, I mentioned it before in Venus Orion Comics, that I don't want people to misconstrue what I'm doing here with Venus Orion Comics. Venus Orion Comics is not made to spite Marvel and DC, or to spite Hollywood or whatever like that. No, this is something that I've always been working on. I've always been creating. This is something that I've always dreamed about ever since I was a kid. Now I'm an adult now. I have money and I have funds to allow to be able to bring my dreams into a reality and stuff like that. So this is not out of spite. This is something I really want to do. I want to make video games. I want my stuff to be anime and everything like that. So it's not out of spite of anything. I don't want people to get that message messed up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to save comics. I'm not here to save the industry. I'm not here for that. I just want to create stories, and I want people to read these stories, and if they like it, continue to invest in the stories that I put out. That's all I want. I just want to be a creator. That's all I want. I'm not here to be the voice for the culture war or anything like that. And so I don't want people to come in here or misconstrue or take my messaging and say, hey, you know, this is what Mugen Lord is all about. And then when you get to my content, and then it doesn't confirm your bias, and all of a sudden, oh, this guy's a grifter, this, that, and the other, because it doesn't confirm your bias, because you took my messaging and customized it for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that. And so yeah. So as I said before, just a quick overview. I'm not gonna be on. I'm not gonna bog you guys down, because I know some of you guys had missed the stream last night and stuff like that, and I want more people aware of what's going on. Heisman asked me if how the how is the progress going along with my book. No, the book is done. I said this before. Those of you guys who are new or who's just coming here, the book is done. Just this is all for everybody who wasn't at the stream last night. The book is done. The book is done. The campaign, the launch is in January of 2025, but you'll get the official date, the actual day of when we'll launch everything in January 2025. Because right now I'm spending the last portion of this year to finish up the business aspect of things and stuff. But yes, it's done. And like I said before, I showed you all the page. I showed you the artwork and everything already. To let you guys know that like I'm not playing around when it comes to this. So yes, it's done. So you don't have to worry about that. So like I said before, the campaign is a pre-order campaign. I put the money up. I'm taking the risk. I put all my money into this to get the book done. So you guys don't have to. So this is a pre-order campaign. That means y'all just putting money down to be able to get access to the book. Yes, there will be digital copies, because I know a lot of you guys. I'm finding out they got a lot of international fans. So the shipping is going to be crazy for international folks too. So yes, there's a digital, which I'll talk about in a second. Like I said, this is just a recap. I don't want to bog you guys down, because we did a whole thing on this yesterday. And also too, there's 4 variant covers, 4, and I'm gonna show those to you guys who are here on this stream again. Just to let you guys know, there's 4 different covers. Here's cover B. This is cover B. This is cover B. Front and back. My artist, she done a good job on it. Jessica, she done a good job. This is cover B. Show this again. Here's cover C. This is cover C of VK. Cover C. Front. And here's the back. Once again. And she also drew the back of Hezekiah Draven, Young Rav. And that's pretty dope. And once again, I'm not cover D. Here's cover D. Cover D. This is cover D, but it's a full. If you open it up, it makes a full picture. Cover D. This is gonna be my theme for cover Ds. The thing I'm doing with cover Ds will always foreshadow events that's either in the book or future events. So yes, cover D will always tell a story. It will always tell a story, cover D, and will foreshadow certain things that's either in the book or in future events. So you'll be able to find the clues by looking at the cover D. Now, as far as pricing, we get to the pricing again, just for you guys, since you guys have missed it. Oh, wow, that cover D sound funny as hell. Yes, so pricing. We're gonna talk about the pricing in a second, so you guys will know what's up, how this all work, so you know what you need to do as far as funds are concerned. So, cover A. This is the base cover. Oh wow! Thanks for Super Chat, Dino. Really appreciate it. Cover A. This is the base cover. Cover A starting price. This is $15. This is going to be $15 for cover A. The variant covers will go up by 5. So, cover B. Cover B, 20 will be 20. Cover C, 25. And then cover D will be 30. So, yes. Now, a thing that I have to always remind you, the thing that I always have to remind you about these covers, once the campaign is done and the orders are being fulfilled, where I start sending out the comics to you guys, and once we get to a certain amount of fulfillment that a lot of you guys got the book, the base cover will eventually go onto my website store on my because Venus Orion Comics will have a website, so you'll be able to buy the base cover from the store after everybody got the fulfillments done. Once a good portion of everybody get their books, then this will be on the store for you to make the purchase. But what about these? These are only campaign. These are only campaign covers, which means that if you missed out on the campaign, you would never ever get these covers ever again. You would never. These are only for people who decide to say, "Hey, we want to support right away. We want to help. We want to go in. We want to support Venus Orion Comics and support what Mookie Lord is doing." So once the campaign is done for VK Chapter 1, if you didn't get a hold of these, that's it. That is it. There's no way you're not getting these again. So the only way you better get Chapter 1 is only this base cover. You will only be able to get this cover. So these are only exclusive to the campaign. Cover A, B, C, and cover C, B, C, and D. These are the only ones that will be available only during the campaign. Yeah, man. Yeah. Look, Abstract was supposed to be my artist, but Abstract, he's a busy dude because he's working on a fighting game. Say hi. Abstract is my homie. I think we met each other. Was it through Facebook or YouTube? Can't remember. But Abstract, I wanted him to be my artist. Just for my comics, but he's been working on his own thing and haven't told me he was working on his own thing. That's why I could never get a hold of him. But if he happens to be free, if he happens to be free at some point, I would love for him to do one of my books, because his artwork is phenomenal. He got a game coming out. He got a fighting game coming out. I'm going to cover it on my channel, guys. Once he's finished, once he gets to a certain point where he has like a working trailer and stuff like that, I will be promoting his game that he's working on. He's another one that's going out there being independent and trying to do his own thing as well. So yes, definitely check him out and everything. But yes, Abstract was supposed to be my artist until I found Jessica or whatever like that. But yes, these are the covers for VK. January's like I said, January 2025 is the launch of the pre-order campaign and everything. So you can see these covers one last time before we move on or whatever. So yes, these are the covers. So yeah, that's that with that right there. And give just money, yo, and give just money. It's a moving indirectly reminds me I have to put pencil to paper and give just money. Yeah. So yeah, man, Abstract, man, go back to your manga, dude. Like, you got the talent, bro. You got the talent and everything. But yes, that's the whole thing about this culture war stuff, dude. Like, it's stressful. He said that means there's still hope for American games. But yeah, that's what bothers me about the culture war. Oh yeah, so where to buy the book? Akuma asked where to buy the book. When it comes to the campaign, you'll be able to pre-order from the Kickstarter. And then once we do the pre, once the Kickstarter closes out, and then the Kickstarter will send me out the information where I can get your information, like your addresses and everything like that. And then I can start doing fulfillment once the campaign closes. Then I can start shipping out the books that you guys pre-ordered and stuff like that. And then once the website is up, after fulfillment is done, then you'll be able to buy the book from the website. And yes, there will be a digital version. The digital version is going to be $5. The digital versions of my comics is going to be $5. And those who pre-ordered the book will also get a digital copy of the book as well. So not only did you get the physical, you will also, the people who buy physical will get digital as well. And 2 weeks before fulfillment begins, I'll start sending out the digital. So just because you ordered the digital, you still have to wait until fulfillment starts. Once fulfillment starts, and then we'll start sending out the digitals. So even though you bought a physical, those who get the physical also will have the digital included. So when digitals start going out, because digitals will probably go out 2 weeks before the fulfillment starts. So those who got the physical will get the, and that also had that comes with the digital. You will also get the digital as well. It will be sent out. So you'll have the digital, and you'll be able to read the digital before your physical version comes. What's up, Derpy? What's up? As I knew you back in Mugen forum days. The Mugen. Oh, watch your Mugen tutorial. Oh shit! Damn. Now, Abstract said the Mugen forum days. That's the old days. Damn. Because there's a lot of you guys who follow me, but I can't, like we haven't really like talk to know where how we connected and how we met and stuff. So that's who. Okay, makes sense. Just got back from Alaska. Oh shit. You have family down there, or just a vacation or something? Yup. So yeah. All right. So I have some plans for streaming. I have some plans that I really want to do here on this channel. I want to do more streams, especially like gatherings on my Discord. Like recently, I've been more active on my Discord or whatever. Been hanging out with you guys, talking with you guys. I've even playing some games with you guys. We played J-Star Victory Versus. Had a good time with you guys. Playing that. We definitely want to do that again at some point as well. We just need more people to get copies. A lot of you guys didn't even know that game exists. But yeah, we've been playing some lobbies in J-Star Victory Versus. But I also want to get back into. We're gonna do some Street Fighter 6, some Smash Brothers Ultimate and stuff as well. But yeah, I definitely want to hook up some more gatherings with you guys, because I had a really good time in the Discord chatting and playing games with you guys. So I'm definitely gonna be playing more of that. I really got to get this stream presence and get this stuff really pushed, to get my presence out there in the streaming sector, of content creation or whatever like that. So this is gonna be fun. It says, yeah, heard of Jesse Wright. He's the creator of. I knew you. Okay, cool. But yeah, man. So yes, this is. I'm looking forward to it. You still mess with Multiverses? I haven't played ever since it went Mugen Infantry, Mugen Free. Oh, here, random slate. God damn. Yeah. Derpy asked if I mess with Multiverses. I don't remember. I only played the beta, and I streamed it with you guys and played with you guys. But I never went back to it once it officially launched. No, I never played Multiverses when it officially launched. I might try it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let me know what games like. So last I played is when they released Samurai Jack. Oh, so that wasn't really that long ago, right? That's like a month or maybe a month and a half ago. Yeah, definitely let me know in the comment section what games would you love to see, would love to play on stream, or just to play on Discord in general. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, like a month ago. Yeah, kind of figured that. Yes. But yeah, I definitely want to get in. I gotta get back into gaming. I haven't gamed as much because I'm so invested in Venus Orion Comics. It's like ever since I've been invested in my own things, I have no interest in doing other things and stuff like that. But I do need that break and wind down from working on things. I gotta get back into my gaming and stuff like that. But yeah, like let me see. Let me click on this real quick. 1 second. All right, cool. Yeah, but yes. So I gave you guys my alternatives, Rumble and Odyssey. I will upload on there. I will start. I'll start sometime this month. Start uploading content on there. When I upload on YouTube, I'll upload it there as well. Since you guys are asking, for the alternatives, as well. Oh, what's up, Lord Blaze? What's going on? When's Fightgate, Project Justice, Power Stone, etc. Derpy is funny. Derpy, don't do that, cause you know that fighting collection coming out. Like Derpy's stupid. Meanwhile, I should really get back into to Eichmann Go. Yeah, I've been doing like Eichmann's like Eichmann. I think it was PJ that introduced me to Eichmann, and once that Eichmann thing kicked off, I just started doing the Eichmann thing for a little bit. Yeah, I kind of figured that Derp is stupid. What's your favorite part about Astral Chain? I like I like the story. The story is pretty good. The only thing I didn't like was the ending. I did not like the ending. The ending was so anticlimactic. I did a review on it too. You can check out the review I did on Astral Chain. Like I said, I love the visuals. I love the story and where it was going, but that ending was so anticlimactic. The game whooped my ass. Like I said, I'm not really like that game. Like especially when it comes to Platinum games, those like action RPGs, especially such as like Platinum games and their mechanics. Man, I was getting my ass beat, especially at the end. I was fighting for my fucking life. That last boss was kicking my ass because all I had was like I only had like 1 battery power at fighting that last boss. It took me 3 hours to beat that boss. I kept dying because I had a little bit of resources by the time I made it to the end. So it pretty much made me become a master of dodging and all kinds of stuff. And that boss had them multiple forms. It was, yo, dude. And because of that boss and how difficult that boss was, I said, I'm not doing a second playthrough. I refuse to do a second playthrough. That boss kicked my ass. He says, win squirrel with a gun. By the way, Isano-san of Capcom is taking his business elsewhere. He's done with Capcom. Yeah, I saw somebody. I'll make a video about that. I saw somebody post the article. We're gonna do a deep dive on that with the whole Asano thing. Him leaving Capcom. I'm really curious to why, and a lot of people are scared now because people say, "Oh shit, what's gonna happen to Power Stone? What's gonna happen to Project Justice? What's gonna happen to all the titles that he did work on for the future of the company?" So I haven't read the article yet, so I don't know what it's about. But I'm definitely going to make a video about it. So we'll be talking about that as well. Visions of Mana Studio shut down after the release. Hold it. Did it shut down? I heard that it's in danger. I don't know. I'm not sure if it shut down. We want to talk about that too. I want to know about that as well when it comes to the Visions of Mana the studio that worked on Visions of Mana. Said, does it bother you that America games used to be so much fun, then now it becomes nothing anymore? I don't really play American games. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've always been. I'm more of a fan of Japanese or Eastern games. Like most Western games, I didn't really care for growing up. I didn't really play a lot of Western games growing up. It's more so Eastern games. So I really didn't. So it's not like I just want gaming to be good in general. Like even when it comes to Western games, I want them to be good. But I was more invested in my Japanese games. He said, what you want first, Marvel vs. Capcom 4 or SNK vs. Capcom 3? That's a good question, Landon. I don't know. Because either one is no matter if I flip the coin, I'm going to win either way. So I really don't know. The reason why the guy is starting his own company because the sales are down from Capcom. Yeah, I mean, look, a lot of these guys are getting tired of the business aspect of gaming, and they want to start their own. They've been in the industry for so long, like, let them start their own. I think that's fine. I think so. We'll start getting spiritual successors to a lot of games and to a lot of IPs that's been closed and it lied in dormant. These developers that used to work in these companies will now make their own and make spiritual successors to the games that they work on. I think that's a good thing. It brings more competition, and what that does is it forces Capcom and other companies to force them to do remasters or make sequels to IPs that they had ignored for so long. Give you a perfect example, Konami. When Eiyuden Chronicles was announced, guess what happened? Konami all of a sudden wanted to do a remaster to Suikoden 1 and 2. People have been dying for a new Suikoden game, or even just a remaster of some sort. But and once the developers, the original team, left Konami, the original team of Suikoden, they left and started their own studio, and they did Eiyuden Chronicles. All of a sudden, Konami came out with the announced, which is coming out next year, the remaster collection of Suikoden 1 and 2. So that's a good thing. That was always appealed to me. Yeah. Straddle said, Japanese media has always appealed to me more because their culture allows for more freedom of expression and taboo topics. America left and right get in the way of handling sensitive subjects. And you're right about that. But so long as it isn't another MVCI, I am all for Marvel, baby. Kuroko TV. I think Konami moved the release of the remaster to see how Eiyuden will perform. Yeah. Exactly. That's what happened. Exactly what happened. So that's good competition. We need that competition. I like the fact is that these developers are leaving and starting their own studios, especially when the studios aren't the same studios anymore. Especially when they're feeding into the ESG and the DEI initiatives and stuff like that. And even these developers are saying to themselves, it's inside the studio, saying like, no, like I'm tired of this shit. Obviously, there's something wrong going on. There's a lot of people on the woke side saying, this is all conspiracy theory. There's nothing wrong with DEI and all that type of stuff. A lot of these developers are under the thumb of these executives and these policies and stuff like that, and they want to get away from this stuff. They would rather leave and start their own studio where they have the freedom of expression and tell the stories that they want to tell and make the games that they want to make. You know what I'm saying? So there is obviously something going on within the game industry itself. And we definitely can't ignore that. Konami also did this with the Castlevania and Contra collections. Yup. Saiyan Spirits said they'll force them to make crappy games and then fire them when they fail. Yeah. Because the executives is always protected. The higher ups are always protected. You know, we're working for you. We're only following your orders. And since we follow your orders, we get punished for it. That's just corporate in general. That's just corporate culture in general. A recent Capcom member left today. Do you think it was related to the internal affairs and possibly DEI? I don't know, Strato. I'm gonna look into it. I'm making a video about it, so I'm gonna cover it. All right, so to let you know what's going on next week, because like I said, I took a break this week from uploading videos, but I've been working on next week's videos, or whatever, because I needed that break. So it gave me this week off, allowed me to prepare the next couple of weeks of videos. So it'll be easier. I can just schedule the videos and everything. So next week, this is what you can expect as far as content is concerned. Monday, you can expect the Black Myth Wukong video, where we talk about the success of it and what does the success means for the gaming industry? What does it mean that they was able to sell 10 million copies within 3 days? What does this mean? Will the company start shifting their gears? We also going to cover the drama after what happened with IGN and the journalist that did the smear campaign, and what happened to that journalist and stuff like that. We're going to be talking about that in the video and everything. We're going to be covering that. We're covering all the drama. We're going to cover the I guess you could say the coping as far as the sales are concerned, because a lot of people are saying that is that most of the sales came from China and stuff like that. So we're going to talk about that with the coping and seething from the opposite side, who is feeling salty about the success of Black Myth Wukong. The video is going to be about like 20 minutes because it's like a deep dive. It's going to be a lot of things we're going to be talking about within this video. And everything. So that's Monday. Wednesday, we're going to be talking about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite Beyond. That project that Maximilian is working on. I definitely want to hear your thoughts in the comment sections of that video. We're going to be talking about what does this mean for the future of Marvel vs. Capcom. Now that so many people are excited for the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, and we also got the Capcom Fighting Collection too. So yes, we're going to be talking about the Maximilian's project of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite on Wednesday. And then on Friday, we're going to talk about Concord. We're going to talk about and with the Concord video, we're going to talk about the failures of Concord and was it doomed from the very beginning? And what was the elements? Was it because of wokeness, or was it because the simple fact is that Concord was lost in the sea of other generic hero shooters, or was it a mixture of both? So we're gonna be talking about that. I think this is gonna be a fun topic because also the developers were arguing and salty and arguing with the community and stuff like that. And then the following Monday, we're gonna be talking about Dustborn, and this is and the failure of that. And I discovered, and I didn't know that it was a government-funded video game. So what does this mean? What does this mean when it comes to the modern audience? Does the modern audience actually exist? So that's going to be the following Monday, Dustborn video. So yes, so you will be able to. That's the stuff to look forward to in the coming weeks. China money is still real money. Can't wait to watch the Wukong vid. So yeah, it's going. Wukong's gonna be a deep dive vid. It's gonna be a deep dive vid. I haven't done one of those in a while since I started doing this culture war stuff. So yeah, that's going to be like a 20 maybe 22 minute video. We'll do a deep dive on that, and I'd like to hear your thoughts. Is that Concord and Dustbin? Is that do an interview? I like how Akuma said do an interview with Maximilian Dude, as if I can just up and just do an interview with him. I like that though. I like the fact that you believe I can. Maximilian's he's a busy dude. Like I'm a nobody YouTube channel like compared to him. Why would he want to do an interview with me for? As much as I want games to win, Wukong still from China, and that's what I mentioned in my video, guys. This is what I mentioned in my video of the Wukong video. There's a lot of people celebrating China for this. You know, I'm like, you can celebrate the game, but why are you celebrating China? China's the reason why. China's the reason why DEI and this ESG is a thing. They weaponized DEI. They weaponized the ESG, and they weaponized it on the West, but they shielded their country and their people from that shit. They shielded their people from that bullshit. But they were the main ones that pushed that shit to the West. So don't celebrate the CCP. And there's a lot of people celebrating the CCP for the success of Wukong. And I'm just like, no, do not do that. They are the ones they're one of the main ones besides BlackRock, besides Vanguard, China. The CCP had a lot to do with this stuff that's going on with the West. They put it on the West as a weapon to attack us while protecting themselves from it. Matt Dog says, how are you enjoying Visions of Mana? I haven't played it yet. I won't be playing it for a while because I still got to beat Stellar Blade in Final Fantasy 16. So I got the game, but won't be playing it for a while yet. Do it. You'll never if you don't try it. No, you're right, Landon. You're right. Said Max would never want to do an interview with you. He doesn't want to get canceled. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Straddle also brought up a good point. You gotta understand, guys. Just because you like my content doesn't mean other people like my content. And not just that. Similar to Grums. Now, when it comes to Grums, any podcast that Grums get on, that content creator get a lot of shit because Grums isn't on there. So you have to understand, Maximilian is a family friendly YouTuber when it comes to his content. You gotta understand, there's a lot of content creators out there who turned down my invitation to come onto the platform for interviews and stuff like that. And there's a lot of them who just ignored me in general. But there's a lot of them that turned me down because of the content that I cover. Like they don't want none of the controversy. So a lot of them are also afraid to have me on their platforms. And I understand that. I'm not gonna get mad at that. I'm not gonna get mad at that. I mean, the ones that ignore me just to ignore me or don't even answer me, I feel some type of way, like at least a yes or a no or whatever like that, and I'll be fine. You say no, that's cool or whatever like that. But just to flat out ignore me in general, I just find it disrespectful. But anyway, but there's content creators who don't even want to be near me. Because like I said, I was supposed to be on one podcast. They hit me up on Gmail, and they was like, "Yo, we see, yo, man, like we love to have you on our platform because you know we love your gaming content. Cause they see my gaming reviews and my gaming content and stuff." And I remember I said, "Cool, like let me know. I'll get on your podcast and stuff like that." And then they said, "We just want to let you know. We just want to talk about video games and just have fun. We don't want to talk about politics and stuff like that." So that's fine. And that's another thing I want to say too. I would rather just talk about video games and just have fucking fun. Like I don't always want to talk. I don't really always talk about culture war shit on a podcast. Like if you want me to talk about it, that's fine. But I don't want to talk about it just to talk about it and shit like that. I would like to talk about other things besides culture war. I have no problem with that. So they like, yo, can you please don't like, you know, talk, you know, bring up anything about culture war or any the politics and stuff like that. And I said, this your podcast, sure. I'll respect whatever rules you have or whatever like that. And then I said, after that, they never got back to me. They never got back to me. So that's the thing. Like I'm like the type of content creator I am. I'm like, some people want to stay away from that because they don't want me to on. If I get on their platform, they don't want the heat coming over to them, because once I leave the podcast, now they got to deal with the heat, and now they got to fight off. They got to fight off a community that they never interacted with in the beginning. So I understand that. I understand. No, I understand. No. I understand what you're saying. Where was I? Landon, I understand. He said, you're not like Grums. You're more open-minded now. I understand what you're saying, but I was making a comparison. Like, whenever Grums get on a certain podcast, like, people give that person who runs that channel on that podcast, they get a lot of shit when Grums is on there. So, I'm giving you a comparison. That's how, like, some YouTubers see me when I reach out to them and stuff like that, and then they don't answer me, or when they do, they go ghost or whatever like that. They don't want none of that shit. They don't want none of that heat. So I understand that. Like this efforts, I'm done with the FGC. I wish I could have entered at least one event, but I don't want to deal with the hypocritical bullies. Yeah, the FGC, man. I've been stepped away from the FGC, man. The FGC is it's not what it used to be a long time ago. Even during the time I started getting into the FGC stuff, back when Street Fighter 4 was just announced, back in the earlier days with Mike Rawls, Combo Fiend, and Gutex, and all of them in the earlier times, like in the earlier times when it started becoming like when it just started going on YouTube and stuff like that, man, that was a totally different like FGC compared to what we have today, man. Today, man, FGC is filled with snowflakes, bullies, pussies, predators, weirdos. We got so many like confused people in that damn in the damn FGC now. I want no parts of it. Maybe because Americans crazy. Damn, if you do you don't air July. Oh yeah, I would like to do. Yeah. If I was able to interview or get on Eric July's platform and just like and talk and chill with the dude, that would be awesome. Like I said, I followed Eric July. How I found Eric July was a couple years ago. It was a video how he was saying that the X-Men, when he was talking about Xavier and Magneto, that they weren't an allegory for Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. That's the video that got me that popped up in my feed. I watched this video. I said, "Oh man, this nigga cool as shit." I said, "I like his content." I started following him since then. It said the FGC got mad at Technicals because he simply talked about allegations. Oh, I love Technical funny as shit. Oh, dog. I like Technical videos because Technical, I love how he does deep dive investigations. Something that most people won't do. People just take allegations for what they are as facts without actually researching, looking into the matters, and they don't do. They become the court of public opinion and stuff. And allegations destroy people without giving them a fair shot to prove their case or a fair shot to trial and stuff like that. What I like about Technicals too is Technical, his style of YouTube reminds me of old school YouTube. Well thought out, got comedic aspects, and it takes you back to the old school golden era of YouTube. So I love Technical's videos. His content is well scripted, well thought out, well investigated, and everything, and it makes you think about the situations much differently. And it scratches my head when people makes him into an enemy. I'm like, wait a minute, like this dude, he's actually going in there like investigating. He's actually going in there getting both sides and asking from both sides to get the information. And all he does is lay the information for you to look at it to make your own decision. What is wrong with that? Oh yeah, I would say that. Yes, Technicals is the Black Eye Dubs. I will say that. I definitely agree with that comparison. Explanation on diversity. Aegis said the video from Eric July that stuck to him the most was his explanation on diversity. Namely, the diversity is neither good or bad. It just is. It's actually in reality Xavier Magneto's Aikenton and Tetsuo from Akira. That's a good comparison. How about interview Baberless? What is it? Babe the Ruthless. Her topics are stages from fighting games. I never heard of her. Babe the Ruthless. Never heard of her. Clayton Chapman says that people sending death threats to Technicals could cause Frosty Faustine to get shut down if people bring this matter to the police. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, Technicals, man, I love Technicals videos. I watched when he first started off his channel, and when I first saw one of his first videos, I said, "Yo," I say he has potential. I say he can go places on this platform. If he continue to go the way he's going, and I watched his growth and his development on this platform. So kudos to him, man. I like Technicals content. Let's see, we got seen it from the NRS side. Well, what's up, Rudy? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Hold up, 1 second. So yeah, yes. So check out my alternatives. Check out my my Rumble and check out my Odyssey accounts. I'll start uploading on there for you guys, since you guys really want to support that. I'll start uploading on there. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Just clocked off from work. Oh, okay. Yeah, man. So it's a lot of nonsense going on. And something else I wanted to talk about that I wanted to point out that was pretty funny. I had posted it on my Twitter. Right here, I'll bring it up. It's right in it right here. I guess I use this window. Yeah, so right here, it was a funny post because this person said, "Oh hey," and then showed the screenshots of. I haven't really played Genshin Impact, but I guess it obviously it showed what they got, right? So the person said, "Yo, you should remove the boycott from your name then." And then the person said, "Well, I'm free to play. Thanks though," which is fucking stupid. So this is what I said. I said these people can't help themselves, regardless of whether they're free to play or not. You aren't sending Whoyoverse any messages by whether you'll you're not sending Whoyoverse any message about whether you'll still play or whether or not you still play the game anyway. Tweeting your gameplay promotes the game and could influence others to buy into the game's monetization. Virtual signalers are the worst. Because just because you're not spending money on the game doesn't mean that you're boycotting the game. You're still playing the game. Just because you're going free to play, it doesn't mean that you're boycotting the game. That makes no sense. So the message is that, yo, we hate, because if you don't know, people are upset about the lack of diversity or inclusiveness because of the different cultures it took inspirations from. And people want to see people of color and all this other type of stuff in the game. So they wanted to boycott the game. Even some of these dumbass voice actors who are voicing these characters in the game is speaking up, which dumb as shit. They're going to lose their job real fast. But anyway, so you have these people saying, let's boycott the game. Obviously, the boycott failed. How can you boycott this game, saying that you don't like what they're doing, so you say, well, I'm not going to spend money on the game. I'm still going to play the game, but not spend money on it. That's about the dumbest thing you could possibly fucking do. Because that's not sending a message to Whoyoverse at all. You're still playing the fucking game. You're still playing it. You're still involved with their ecosystem. And then when you're posting screenshots of loot and everything like that, you're freely promoting the game. And when people watch these posts, all it does is going to influence people to maybe I should give it a try. Maybe I should install the game. Or if they already have the game, they may end up spending money on the game because of the things that you're showing in the game, and they want to get just as lucky as you, but they don't want to play it through the free-to-play route. They may want to spend the money. So these people are fucking dumb. Like these virtual signalers are fucking stupid as shit. They're like, yeah, I'm boycotting the game. I'm boycotting it by not spending any money on the game. And I can guarantee you, if anything, this person probably was spending money on the game. They was playing free to play anyway. So they're not really taking a real stance. They're not really boycotting anything. Cause I guarantee you, they probably was never spending money to begin with. So they put the hashtag boycott in there to act like that. Yeah, we're fighting against Hoyoverse, when in fact they never spent money ever in their life playing this game. So it took no effort when they were already doing it anyway. Like these people are full of shit. Yeah. Yeah, like, yo, that's crazy. That certain people have no idea what a boycott means. Yeah, this is the stupidest fucking post I've ever seen. Daily Kachina or Kachina. The dumbest post I've ever seen. I'm free to play, thanks though. Like, that's stupid as shit. You're not boycotting anything. You're still investing in the game. You're playing the game. You're not hurting them. And just like the person said in the post, Packer Girl said, why the boycott? This is why the boycott failed. Yeah, you're still playing because you're still investing in the game. You don't have the goals. You don't have the energy. You don't have the discipline to just stop playing the game. So you're gonna bitch and complain, but still play the game. Oh, I'm getting back at them because I'm not spending money on the game. I can almost bet that you was never spending the money on the game you was playing because your broke ass was playing the free to play anyway. So it took no effort. It's just for you to just put a hashtag on there, the virtue signal, while at the same time have your cake and eat it too, and still play the game. Yeah, you giving them free advertisement. You're making posts about the loot and stuff that you got. That's the dumbest shit. Like yo, I'm swearing at these people. I swear that these people right here are dumb as shit. Dumb. Fucking dumb. You're marketing the game. And when Hoyoverse see this, they're laughing at your dumb ass. This is why the boycott didn't work. Because of dumb shit like this. You're dumb. Stupid. I had to laugh at that. I had to laugh at that, man. These people was out of control. So remember that all these stupid people get the vote in the United States if they are at the age of 18. And yeah, that is scary. Yeah, I'm getting back at them. I'm not gonna just spend money on the game, but I'll still play it. Yeah, I said in my video, these voice actors are fucking dumb. Like, you was fortunate enough to even get a voice role in one of the biggest gacha games that's out right now. One of the most popular gacha games on this planet right now. You was fortunate enough to get casted as one of the voices of these characters. And then you turn around and you speak out, yeah, diversity and inclusion. You dumbass, you put a fucking target on your forehead. You now when it's time to clean your house, Hoyoverse is gonna make sure to get rid of your dumbass. You're not gonna have a job. You're speaking that you're you know what, like it irritates me. It irritates me. Like some of these voice actors do not fucking think. They don't think at all. They don't think. But yeah, man, I had to laugh at this post. I had to laugh at this post. It's an entitlement, plain and simple. They make me want to buy it more, and that's what saying spirits are right. There was some people in there that was like, you know what? I was contemplating install. I was debating whether or not I should install this game and actually, invest money into it because of this boycott. All right, I'm gonna install the game now. I'm gonna install it, and I'm gonna put some money into this. All right, these people are dumb as hell. Oh yeah, it said Nintendo has recently revised the Zelda timeline, including Breath of the Wild and the Tears of the Kingdom. That's the funny thing I want to talk about when it comes to Tears of the Kingdom. And I feel so vindicated, or uh I feel so validated, is for the fact is that I had got so much heat. I had got so much heat for saying that Tears of the Kingdom is overrated. I even said Breath of the Wild is overrated. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not really a fan. Oh, somebody. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not really a fan. I'm not really a fan of Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. I'm gonna make a video about it. But as I said before, like I was open for the idea of a open world Zelda game where I'm able to explore and go to dungeons in any order that I want and everything. But Breath of the Wild was one of the most boring Zelda games I've ever played. It almost took me 2 years to finish Breath of the Wild. Not because it was hard, it's because I kept picking the game up, putting it down, picking it up, putting it down. Because the game was not hitting it for me, man. The game was not hitting it for me. You have this massive open world, which looks gorgeous, it looks beautiful, but it's empty as fuck. And the thing is, another thing about Breath of the Wild is that you do all this exploring in the game, but there's no real rewards for your exploration. There's no real I don't feel satisfied when I climb up a hard to reach area, or I found a method to reach an area that I'm not supposed to travel to yet. But there's no rewards for it. There's nothing that's beneficial to my character, to Link, or to the experience at all for exploring these locations, to these massive locations and stuff like that. And then, like I said, I love story in Zelda games, and I was disappointed in the story in the Zelda games because the story was optional. All the story bits were past events. I wanted a linear storytelling. I thought that the story's gonna be told to us in a linear fashion, that it's going on right now. But no, all the story bits was found in Zelda's memories, which is scattered all throughout Hyrule. So you have to find the memories, and then the memories are out of order. So then you have to piece together all the memories in the right sequences, and then they're all optional, which means you don't have to actually follow the story at all. You can just play the game without any interaction. Yes, if you get all the endings, you get a special ending, but it's really not that special. So you're not really missing nothing. But that was a disappointment. And then Zelda has good music. Breath of the Wild really has no soundtrack but the theme song. Like most of the time, it's just the environment. And I understand Nintendo does things literal. It's called Breath of the Wild, so it's about soaking in the environment, the environment that you're traveling in. So the game more so has ambience, the wind blowing. You can hear the grass. You can hear the river streams and stuff. So it's more so you just taking in the ambience of the wild, But I didn't really care about that. There was no catchy music, because music like Zelda music you can hum and it really sticks to you. And then those music points give you memorable moments that you will always remember and play in your head, no matter how old you get. Breath of the Wild never offered that. There's not really a memorable experience in Breath of the Wild for me. There's nothing, and that was the sad part. So once I found out that, oh man, I gotta collect all these, collect all the memories, so I was really disappointed in that. And then the dungeons, lack of dungeons. You have the Divine Beast dungeons, but they were ass. They 3D puzzles, and they all had the same aesthetic and layout in a sense. And I didn't like that. I really didn't like that, man. I was not liking it. I was not liking Breath of the Wild at all. I was so disappointed in that. I like the fact that you're able to customize Link, the way that you want to customize him, and then even the enemy. There wasn't really a variety of enemies in that game. They didn't really have you fighting the same enemies over and over again. For a world to be that massive, they should have had so many different enemy types. And if you did have different enemy types, they were the same enemy but different colors depending on the region that you was in, and that was ass. You know what I'm saying? They should have had a bunch of. They supposed to have an ecosystem, a wildlife, where kind of like how you have Monster Hunter, where the monsters interact depending on the environment that they're in. They should have had more than. They should have had a bunch of different NPCs in different towns. They didn't really have that many towns. I think it's like 2 towns in that game for a world that massive. Or maybe 3 towns, but they should have a bunch of different little small towns that you can visit. NPCs. They should have more NPCs walking around this big field where you can just randomly interact with and do quests and missions and escorts and stuff like that. They should have more of that to make Hyrule feel more lifelike, but they had none of that. The world was so beautiful but empty as shit. It was boring as hell. And then you had the different shrine challenges. The shrines I hated because after a while they had the same aesthetic, the same look to them, the same color scheme, and then they all had the same thing. You had to test your strength or test your strength. You had the puzzles. You had I think it's like 4 or 5 types I think of shrine challenges of 5 types, and then each of them you go to, and it was just tiresome. I was just bored of that shit. And then after that, Tears of the Kingdom. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to beat it. Like I bought the game, I turned it on, I played it. Once I got past the prologue and landed on Hyrule, I was already like, I was bored. I was really bored. I got bored of the game. So I'm like, and the fact is, another thing I didn't like about Tears of the Kingdom too is I don't want to put shit together, make my own vehicles and make all kinds. I don't want to do all that shit. Just give me some fucking dungeons I can go to, so I can solve some puzzles and stuff. Give me free control of how I want to do the dungeons. Just give me some traditional Zelda. That's all I want. Give me a big explorable world with traditional dungeons, and give me some rewards. Reward me for exploration. There's nothing rewarding about any of that stuff. And then when I found out, all of it was a lot. And I said this. And it also too, when it comes to the story, you still have to find fucking Zelda memories. They have different memories now. I'm like, yo, we doing this again? I'm like, come on. I'm like, yo, I said, I don't want to do this again. I don't want to do this again. I'm like, and this is the thing. I made a video before Tears of the Kingdom came out. I said, yo, man, this game is going to be overhyped. It's going to be overrated. And to me, this is nothing more but an expansion pack to Breath of the Wild. The Zelda fan, that's why I don't associate myself with communities. People started coming to my channel. People started attacking me, throwing insults, call me a fag, call me all kinds of stuff. And it was funny. I'm reading all the insults and stuff like that. But people really felt offended because I said that, yo, this game is going to be overrated. It's going to be overhyped. That this game is not going to be that good. It's not going to be as good as people think it is. I got a lot of hate for that. But guess what's going on now? There is a slew of videos now. Even the top Zelda content creators are talking about how they're disappointed in Tears of the Kingdom and disappointed in Breath of the Wild. Just disappointed of this series of Zelda games right now. The open world experience, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Now people are coming out now. There's so many people that's coming out now talking about how this game is overrated. Now you have people saying that they're disappointed in Tears of the Kingdom. They're disappointed in Breath of the Wild and stuff now. Now people are coming out saying this now. But when I said it, I got destroyed for that. And I'm laughing right now. I will be making a video about this. Because I said this already. Now you have so many people talking about how they're disappointed in Breath of the Wild, in Tears of the Kingdom and stuff like that. I feel, like I said, I knew it. I said I knew it. 1 second. Like, for instance, just type it in randomly. Just type in Tears of the Kingdom. It's bad. And I've seen these videos. Why does everyone hate Zelda Tears of the Kingdom now? Tears of the Kingdom is a disappointing masterpiece. Like this is crazy. Yeah. So everybody's coming out. Everybody's coming out talking about this game now, and why they dislike the game. Tears of the Kingdom isn't perfect. Now you have people coming out. You have people coming out. Here we go. Tears of the Kingdom lore is not interesting. There's a whole video on this. Everybody's now coming out talking about this. And I had got so much hate. I got so much hate for that. I got so much hate for that shit. When I talked about it. So much hate. Yup. Star Fox and Metro crossover for the win. It says, you said people need to stop sleeping on the Switch when it has Hollow Knight. The laziness and development team. Hello, off topic. So Chaotic P says, hello, off topic. But did you all see that they're shutting down the studio Vision and Man? Yeah, we talked about it. That I'm going to cover it. Now somebody asked me about my comment. Oh, 1 second. What RPG would you recommend for someone who wants a good story with character you can connect to? I know that is broad. I play on PC. Strato asks about that. I would say Xenoblade Chronicles. Some of the best storytelling in JRPGs. And good games. Lack of lore in the game is fun, but I get tired of it real fast. Let me see what we got. Hold up, I'm just reading your comments and stuff, guys. Getting quarterback, but not liking Zelda is wild. Yeah. It would be nice having a Star Fox game made by the Ace Combat team. I don't know. Tears is like Lego to me. Yeah. With so many games being overrated, I will never enjoy any of them. I take offense for every person who hates them. Kirby said, Mugen Lord, when you make your videos, use thumbnails of yourself upset. Title it Perm Zelda hater upset face. Link just can't catch a break. Yeah, like, yo, dog, like, it's why it's weird you get insulted in the first place. Link can't Akuma. Tears of the Kingdom should have been an expansion pack, which it should have been. It doesn't seem different enough to justify an entire new purchase. Well, the reason why they did Tears of the Kingdom because everybody bought Mario Galaxy 2. Mario Galaxy 2 was leftover content from Mario Galaxy 1. It was leftover content, so they was able to make a brand new game, and everybody went out there and bought Mario Galaxy 2 and made fucking money off of it. And guess what happened? They said, "Oh shit, we can do that again." It was so much content that they couldn't fit in Breath of the Wild, and they was trying to do it as DLC, but they said, "Yo, it's too much content. Let's just make it a new game." And guess what everybody did? Everybody, including myself, went out and bought it. So, Reason Board tells us Berseria for $5. Have you ever played it? Oh, if Code was in the chat, Tales of Berseria is like one of his favorite Tales games. I gotta pick up Tales of Berseria. The Tales games are good games. Most of them are. Some of them like got is hit or miss. But from my young boy Code, he says that Berseria is really good. So yeah, you in for a ride with that. We need a new F-Zero game. All right, this is what you need to do. Scarlet Nexus is another good RPG choice. I agree with Junk. I love it. Like Scarlet Nexus took me by surprise. I did a review on that. You can check that out on my channel too. If you're curious about some of these games, check out my reviews. Check out my reviews for Star Ocean, The Divine Forest. You can check out my review for DL Field Chronicles. You can check out my review for Tales of Arise. You can check out my review for Nier Automata. I got a lot of reviews. Trials of Mana, Secret of Mana. I got a lot of reviews. So you can check all that stuff out too. We need to get Mugen Lord a Link cosplay. This blasphemy. Oh yeah, like I always wanted to do a Link cosplay at one point. Cause I used to cosplay. I used to cosplay Android 17 and Guy from Final Fight and Street Fighter. Yeah. And I one day I might try. I might cosplay as a first class soldier. And have had the Buster Sword. I may do that at one point. Make sure I'm well fit and wear a soldier outfit as a cosplay. Think we'll ever get Landon. Oh jeez. He said, "You think we ever get a Tatsunoko versus Capcom?" He said, "Dye your hair white and do Sephiroth." I already got gray hair coming in too. Bro, nothing is off the table anymore. Nothing is off the table. We getting Capcom versus SNK, part of the collection. We getting Project Justice and Power Stone and Plasma Sword. Nothing is off the table. And I said this before. I would not be surprised if we get a remaster to Tatsunoko vs. Capcom and a remaster to Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Give me both of them. Give me both of them. Oh yeah, no, Asia. This is another thing about Zelda. Out of all the Breath of the Wild trilogy, because we got to include Hyrule Warriors, I enjoy Hyrule Warriors more. Because at least it gave me some fucking story. And I liked the gameplay too. I like Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I like that more than I like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, Tatsunoko vs. Capcom was one of my favorite crossover games. One of my favorite crossover games, man. They done a good job. And I was expecting the same thing when Marvel vs. Capcom 3 came out, and Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was nothing like Tatsunoko. I think Tatsunoko was much better than Marvel vs. Capcom 3 in my personal opinion. But I would say that I don't think it's off the table anymore. I think we could possibly get a remaster to Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. I think we could. I truly believe we could probably get that now. Dude, you should have saw my reaction, because like I said, I was caught off guard with the Fighting Collection too. You should have saw my reaction to how I was fanboying during that collection, that trailer. I wish you would have caught my reaction, bro. If they did Tatsunoko vs. Capcom remaster during a Nintendo event or something with a state of play or whatever they want to do, if they did that shit, bro, like, be prepared to turn the volume down, because I'm gonna lose my shit if they do that. And I would do the same thing for Street Fighter Cross Tekken. No, I didn't record my reaction because I wasn't expecting it. I was not expecting it at all. I was just watching, and they just came up. Yeah, that's the thing about Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. I found out about it because I think I saw an advertisement. No. I walked into a game store and it was called Galaxy Video, and they have a section to where they have like locals and stuff. I remember I walked in, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I said, "What?" I said, "G-Force," because the American version, they called it G-Force, and then they had and the other version was called Battle of the Planets. But when I grew up, it was called G-Force. I said, "Wait a minute, G-Force? What the fuck?" Cause I didn't see the other characters, because where I was standing, I only saw what you call them, the characters from Gotcha Man. I was like, "What the fuck?" And then when I walked even closer, I seen Ryu. I'm like, "Whoa! I'm like, what is this?" Like, what is this? I said, Ryu fighting characters from Gotcha Man. What is this? And then I lost my mind when I saw Mega Man Volnut from Mega Man Legends. I was like, what game is this? I mean, what? I was confused. Then I seen people playing it on the Wii. I'm like, what? Like, what is this? So then I went home and started doing some research, and I found out that it was a new Versus game that's out. I'm like, I said, okay. So I'm looking, and I was like, and I found out it was in Japanese only. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, how you gonna put a dope ass Versus game out, and then you only want to keep it in Japan? I'm like, yo, this is not fair. I lost my mind, man. I lost my mind, and he says it's going to be Japan only, but thanks to Seth Killian, he fought hard, and he was able to have it come here to the States, and he got extra characters like Frank West and Zero, I believe it was, and yeah, man. So that was dope. That was dope. And so yes, yup. And Tekken Man Blade, yup. What are my thoughts on Sonic Frontiers? Jonan asked me what was my thoughts on Sonic Frontier. I don't care for it. To me, people say it's a good game, but to me, it looks so generic. It's like they just took pre-made assets because it doesn't fit. Like Sonic, Sonic's overall design doesn't match the world that he's in. It's like they took pre-made sets, threw it together, and just threw Sonic in the sandbox, and then just allowed the player just to play. It's just, I don't know. I was not a fan. I didn't care for it. Didn't care for it. My brother Keel Lancer and Strike got the game. They liked it, but I was like, that's a pass. I don't care for it. Yeah, I heard it's a good game, but I'm good. I'm good. I want give me a new Sonic Adventure game, Sonic Adventure style game. Then you'll have my attention. Then you'll definitely you definitely have my attention. One second. Perfect. Yup. Yeah, Karos was lit in Tekken. My team in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom was Ryu. Because normally when I do versus games, I always do one character from both companies. I never really put the same company on one team together. I like to mix them together. So with Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, I had I had Ryu and Ken the Eagle as one team, and then I had Mega Man, Walnut, and who was my second character? Can't remember who my second character. Who did I have for hold up. I can't remember the roster. The roster that I can't remember. Hold up. Yeah, let me see something. Let me get the So who was it? I'm trying to remember what teams that I had here. Who was the other? Who was the? Oh yeah, and Kashern. Yeah, Mega Man. It was Mega Man, Volna, and Kashern. It was my second team. So yeah, Ryu and Ken the Eagle and Mega Man, Volnut, and Kashern. They were my team. That's my team. I love the fuck out of that game, bro. I love that game. Love every last bit of that game, man. I played that for hours. The thing that really made me mad though, the only thing that made me mad was the online was horrible, man. Like, you know, Nintendo's online was just shitty. Shitty online. I would definitely let the play Tatsunoko again, man. Speaking of Sonic Adventure, what was your reaction when you first saw that game? Oh, I did a stream about that. Like, that game was just magic, man. I love the hell out of Sonic Adventure. Also mentioned it before. Yes. He said, I saw the vision. Yeah, we mentioned it. We talked about it. I'm gonna do a video about it. So stay tuned for that. Oh, what's up, Toon Lex? What's up, Toon? What's going on? What's up, Angry Canadian? What's going on? I just want to say what's up to everybody. Let me grab. Let's go back to this again. Hold up. Let me see something. Well, here's all the links again that I'm putting here in the chat. Because as a reminder, once again, Strike and Keotees, me and my brothers, t-shirt company, as I said before, we make our own t-shirts. Today is the last day for the summer discount sale on all merchandise and everything. Like I said, we make our own custom designs. They're graphic designers, so they make all these designs you see, you would not be able to find it anywhere else. Especially, I love that Mega Man Legends hoodie that I'm wearing. That was a hoodie that my brothers and them made. It was really, really dope. I still have it. Love it. As I said before, we have videos to show you the process and us going to different cons. selling our products and everything. You can check out everything that we have created and everything that we have done with our graphic designs and their styles and everything. Like I said before, if you have like a birthday gift or a gift, or you just want to treat yourself to something, we also do custom designs of that you like. You can just go to the chat and just talk to my brothers and send them like an image or what you want on your shirt. But we don't just do shirts. We also do hats, mugs, hoodies, sweatpants, halter tops, bathing suits, leggings. We do it all. Tumblers, also nylon tote bags. We do it all. So definitely check out Strike and Keo Tees. Venus Orion Comics is coming soon onto the store. So I will have my own store within Strike and Keo Tees. So you better get access to be able to purchase my merchandise from Venus Orion Comics. This will be here because once Venus Orion Comics on website open up, then Venus Orion Comics will have its own store on its own website. But I will also have a store here on Strike and Keo Tees. So I post a link to Strike and Keo Tees and all my Venus Orion Comics information and social medias and stuff for you guys to check out. Hezekiah will be a Shoto. He says Hezekiah will be a Shoto. So what would Hezekiah play like? Well, he's a sword character. He's gonna have a sword. I would love to have a fighting game. I'll be in a versus game. My Venus Orion comic characters versus Capcom characters. He said Ryu would be a Shoto. Said Rockman, Walnut, and Zero were broken in that game. But yes, so yeah, you can definitely check out all this stuff, all this content. And as I said before, I have a Rumble, I have a Odyssey, for you to go to if you want to subscribe to that. I will make a video just updating you guys, talking about Odyssey and Rumble alternatives that you go to. So I will make a new alternative video so you can go there. And everything like that. But that pretty much wraps up tonight's stream. I just wanted to do a stream with you guys, just to catch up with you guys. I will be streaming again this week. So look out on the community tab, look out on the Discord, look out on social media when I make a post just talking about when the next stream will be. But I'll be streaming again this week. So stay tuned. So hopefully I'll see you guys then. Hope you guys have a good night. I'm gonna go eat this dinner and go chill. And I'll be seeing you Game Fiends later. This is the end of the summer, so this is a good stream. The end of summer. Now I'll be going into September tomorrow. So I'll see you guys soon. This is Mugen Lord and signing off. See you Game Fiends later.